Hey everybody, I know there's probably nobody here yet. I'm going live a little bit early, about 5 minutes earlier than what I said I was gonna go, but yeah, everything's set up, so what the heck, right? So you're probably wondering what the heck is Tempo doing going live at, well, for me it's 8 o'clock at night, and I didn't plan it, so you're probably all thinking, well, what the heck? Well, here's the deal. My parents, I asked them if they could bring over some of their pocket change so we could hunt it. I mean, I thought it'd be cool. And they brought over pocket change, all right. I don't know if anybody older people like me remember the old Skippy jars that were, glass peanut butter jars that had the Skippy, I don't know, squirrel or whatever. And you'd like peel the label thing off the top of it, lid, and you'd have a piggy bank then suddenly. Let's see, it says 1990 CPC International Special Edition, 100th birthday of peanut butter on it. It's about a 1 quart ish jar, and it was completely full. So the photo that I used for the thumbnail is actually the photo of the change. There's a lot of it. So we're gonna go through it. Pretty much, there's quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies in here. Uh, my dad's pretty good about checking for silver, so we're not probably going to find any silver, but you never know, we might. We're going to be looking for errors, of course, and we're also going to be looking at the nickels, and any nickels that are the type that we need for the book, we're going to set aside, and that way we can hunt through those here, or look through those a little bit closer to see if we can put them into the book or upgrade the book, because again, I'm still having trouble getting nickels that are um, that are circulated. And I was gonna buy one of those boxes that I had talked about buying, but unfortunately, I spent all my money for my show that's coming up on Whatnot, Black Friday. So after that, then I'll buy a box from eBay for 150 freaking dollars. I just got to keep reminding myself it says it's 140. It's actually like $142 with free shipping. So I got to keep reminding myself that at least 20 of that's for shipping. So, all right. Well, I know I got people that are going to be coming in and stuff, but right now let's get started. All right. So, first coin up. It's a quarter. Let's see. I'm going to raise this thing up just a little bit more so we can kind of get this thing all on the screen. Get it all. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we got a 2018 Voyagers, Minnesota quarter. Hey, buddy. How's it going, Craven? I don't know, I call you Craven. That's my name for you, so get used to it. Let's see. Blue Ridge Parkway, 2015. You can sometimes get some doubling in this area. I haven't seen a lot of that though. Again, this is was a huge jar of okay, maybe it's a bear. I don't know. You. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, it might be a bear. I don't know. So the one there, Kalina Erickson, that is actually my little sister. So anyway, yeah, I got. Is it a bear? I don't know. It's the Skippy jar. I don't know if anybody remembers them besides maybe my sister. That came out in the 90s. The had peanut butter in it. This thing was full. It's like a quart-sized jar. It was full of change. It's a lot of change, okay? All right, so now I need to sneeze, so hold on a sec. I couldn't find my mute button, so I just took my headphones off and moved them away. All right, that was fun. Okay, so we have a Maya Angelou quarter here, folks. We're gonna zoom down in there, and because for those that haven't been here before, like I don't know, my sister, the thing with the Maya Angelou quarter, there is an error that we want to look for on these that can make these things actually quite valuable. Um, and it's right at her earring here. Uh, it's weird being on here. Okay, Ike, you decided to come join us, huh, bud? Okay. So on the Maya Angelou, as I was saying, this one doesn't have it, but what we want to look for in the error is right here at her earring, and we can sometimes get doubling of this earring, and yeah, whatever. We can get doubling here of this earring, and if we get that, this quarter can go from being worth 25 cents up to being worth, $20 depending upon which error it is. The other thing we always want to look for on these newer quarters is on George here. Is right here you want to look and see if there's a die chip here for drooling George, and then on his nose there could be a pimple or wart, which is another die chip, and then right here there's also a strike through that happens, like struck through grease. So there is none on that, so we move on. Alright, next we got a normal whatever. This is the Iowa quarter. Now with the Iowa quarter, another thing that we're looking for, you're here for the knowledge, well, you'll get some, maybe, if you pay attention. There'll be a test after class, Ike. You're looking for snow on the roof. It's a die chip here. There could be a die chip up here. They call it snow on the roof. So we're always looking for the snow on the roof on this. And then we look at these windows here, okay? In these windows, we're looking for doubling on the window glass. Those are your big ones on the Iowa quarter. I don't see any on this one, so we're going to move on. And we're going to raise this microscope up just a tish. Not a ton. Alright, and now we got to zoom it back in here. Okay, right there. Alright, and again, we're on to Georgie here. Again, we're looking right in here for the drooling George. Don't see it. We're looking at the bridge of the nose for the pimple or wart, whatever you want to call it. And we're looking here for the strike through. Don't have any of those three. So then we flip it over. Alright, here we got a Anime Wong. With Anime Wong, you're looking by her eyes. There's a die chip that happens by the eyes called the crying Anna. And then you're always looking down here. There's sometimes some doubling on these, on the letters and stuff. And if I can get the light in the right spot, actually, let's see. It's always the light. We'll bring it down a little bit. There we go. The ESD over on this side, a lot of times will be doubled. So that's another thing we're looking for. And then the last thing is on her hand here. We can end up with a wart, an extra die chip. And again, die chips, for anybody that's new here, doesn't know, it's not like it's a chip that's put onto it. It's a chip in the die that stamps it, and so it leaves a bump on the planchet, which is what this is before it becomes a quarter. It leaves a bump on the planchet, which is the die chip. Alright? You can also get die cracks that way. That's how die cracks are, too. Alright, next we have the 2021. It's a Denver. This is the Crossing the Delaware George Washington quarter. And the only thing you're really looking for on the crossing the Delaware George Washington quarter is you're going to be looking right up here on the top of his hat. There's a die chip that happens here, and it can be just a little one like the one I have over, where is it? I have one here. Like this one here that I have. Little guy right there in the corner of his hat. So it could be just that little die chip all the way up to, it can be a die chip. The big one will go all the way up into E Perbolis, all the way up into the E and stuff and cover this whole area. If you got the big one, I've seen those sell on eBay for $30 to $50 for the big one, okay? So you always want to check for that. This is the thing that people need to realize in numismatics. A quarter may not be worth 25 cents. In numismatics, a quarter could be worth a lot more money than that, right? Hell, you can get penny. I have that penny that's probably going to bring me about $500 to $1,000 that I found. Okay, so, all right, 1984. Not a lot to look for in these, but there are some doublings where you look and see if you have some doublings on the reverse of these, on these 84s. I don't see any on this one. Obviously, we're always looking for strike throughs too, where there was like grease on the die or something. 84, we could still be looking for double dies because that went for RPMs, because repunch mint marks was a thing until 1989 on everything except nickels, because that was 1990. Oh, we be dropping knowledge today. Now, this has got Ring of Death. You can see this little ring right here. Some people online will say, oh, well, it's a mint error. It's not. It's the coin roller does this and destroys coins. We're always looking over here on these older ones, too, for doubling, for a DDO, double die obverse, which is what the front of the coin is called. These are called, the flat pieces are called the fields. This could be called details, or, I mean, they go by a bunch of different names anyway. 1978. I don't know all the different doublings and stuff on different ones. I know some of them. We always look at the arrows. They're hard to see on on quarters that have been, worn. Don't see anything on this one. Alright, how about a nickel? I do know my nickels. 1965, alright. We are going to set all the nickels aside, no matter what condition they're on. Well, I mean, if they're completely screwed, we're not going to, but we do need to fill our nickel book, so obviously we're going to set most of the nickels aside. We have dimes. This is pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. I'm not expecting to find any silver in it. My dad's pretty good about checking for silver. All right, well, here we go. Here's something interesting. This is a 2020 Denver. If the fields were in a little better shape and everything, this dime actually could be worth a little bit more money than a dime, than 10 cents, because we look here and here. You see how the bands are actually split? There's the line through the middle of them. That's when you look at NGC, PCGS, or Annex, and you look at one that says it's got full bands, that's what they're talking about. Those bands are split. So you have 4 individual bands. It doesn't look like just 2 bands or 3. They're split, and that's full bands. And that adds value to a quarter, or to a dime. This one, I mean, obviously it's not going to add enough to make it worthwhile, but, All right. On to a 2007. Again, we're looking always on these newer ones, newer pennies. We're going to be looking right here for the wide AM. These ones are touching, so that's the close AM. That's how it's supposed to be. A wide AM was the proof reverse that got used on these, and that has a big gap here. But it's not just the gap between A and M that count. It's also a different FG. So we always look for that. And then the obvious things, die cracks, things like that. Okay. Another nickel. And I'm just grabbing these things here. So, um, again, we could have RPMs, we can have DDOs, DDRs. Ask questions if you got any. I'm paying attention to chat too, somewhat. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. Harper's Ferry. This one, again, we're looking for snow on the roof. We don't have any. But this one, you can end up with doubled windows, a doubled barrel, a doubled downspout. I'm not seeing any of those in this, but all those things can occur on this quarter. Alright, on to the next. Alright, Fort McHenry. So I'm not seeing the telltale. There's a doubling of the flag that can happen, and of course, just any old die chips and stuff. I think there was one die chip that happened somewhere in this area that they called like a bomb or something. I don't know. I've never seen one in person. I've seen quite a few different ones, but never one of them. All right, here we go. Another newer quarter, 2022 Denver. So those errors that we talked about before, we're not seeing there. And we got a Nina Warren here. So on her, we can put the camera back right. We can have doubled glasses. And again, I always like to, if I think I see doubling, because I kind of do right here, I always like to move the light around, or in this case, the quarter around the light. And I don't see it as I do that, so then that tells me it was a shadow. Alright, we look for doubled fingers, and we look for doubled pearls. And then we come down here and look for doubling on the CTC. I don't see any doubling anywhere, so we're good there. Moving on. Got another, here's another 2022. Again, nothing. We're good. Anime Wong. Looking for all the signs of errors, and we got none. The chances of us finding an error, I think, are going to be pretty slim, but hey, we have a lot to hunt here. I mean, this stream, I don't even know that I'm going to do this stream as long as it could take, because I sent the picture of what I got here to Raymond, and he was like, that's a lot. And he's right. That's a lot. There is a lot. Okay, so we got Delaware. The big thing with Delaware State Quarter that you're always going to want to look for is what's called the spitting horse. It's a die crack that comes straight out of the horse's mouth and straight down through like the AS area, or CA area right here. We don't have it here, but it is pretty common. I've had quite a few of them. So that's the big thing you're always looking for on those. Alright, this is a Denver. Now, I did look, this is the 2020. You know, we could have had the West Point here, you know. 2019, 2020 is always West Point quarters we're always looking for. Although I've noticed them coming down in price quite a bit lately. So, since it's not a West Point, the other thing we're going to look for is we're going to look for doubling. I'm not seeing the doubling. Everything looks correct. Good. Alright. 1998. This is the last year of the George Washington Eagle back quarters. And again, we're always looking, we look at the arrows for doubling. I look at the edges of the wings here. You might get doubling on the bird. and then we look at all the letters. And I'm hoping we can find something that's machine doubled so we can kind of show the difference between machine doubling and double die. Alright, we haven't done a penny yet. Alright, so this is a 1982 Denver large date. Alright. The difference being, if you look over here where the 2 is, you see how close it is to the rim? Like really close. That's a large date. The small date is quite a bit further over from the rim, and when you see them together, you can tell the difference. This is also at RPM. We can tell there's a little bit of an imprint there, and you can kind of see the doubling of the mint mark, the repunching of it. So this is a 1982 Denver repunched mint mark, large date. I got a few of these now, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's not uncommon. Now, for people that follow me a lot, they know I talk about the woodies in weed pennies. And they would think that maybe these lines here would be the same thing, and it's not. These are dirty rollers, so when the planchet's going through the plant, the rollers are dirty, and they leave these lines. Different thing. It's still a mint error, but doesn't really add value. 78. 78. What do we got here? Again, I like to move the coin around so that I can see the light at it at different angles. Now, even if, unless this one had some major kind of error, I probably wouldn't pull it anyway. It's in pretty rough shape. I didn't see anything. Let's see. 2022 Denver. These do have some die clashes. But this does make a really nice coin as a demonstration coin for me here. So when we talk about full steps, for grading purposes, what we're talking about is these steps right here. You need to have 5 full steps all the way across. There can't be like a break in them, like a line or something, or a dent or something in them. So that's what we're talking about, and this would qualify as full steps. This one's actually in that kind of a shape. You can get brand new coins that aren't full steps. It can happen. So just be aware of that. And I gotta sneeze again. Alright. There we go. Every time. Alright. We haven't got even into a dent yet. Alright. Denver. Yep. America Samoa. Alright, well, so here's the thing with the America Samoa quarters. I have a bunch of them I had kept because out of all the quarters that were done for the state quarters, like the America Samoa and the Puerto Rico, was it? I think were some of the lowest mintages anyway. I'm just gonna look it up here real quick. 2009. Yeah, so there was like the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, America Samoa, U.S. Virgin Islands, Northern Mariana Islands. So for like the regular, let's say the regular state quarters and stuff, there was 200 million of each of them minted, okay? But when you got down to these ones, the '09 ones, this is of course America Samoa, Denver. If I look up Denver, America Samoa, mintage, 39,600,000. let me say it again, 39,600,000. If this was a wheat penny, I would consider this a better date penny. Anything under 50 million, I consider better dates on those wheat pennies. So if this is a wheat penny, I'd consider it a better date. You know, if we look at the Guam, uh, Philadelphia was 45 million and Denver was 42.6 million on the. But if we look at the northern Marian Island, Marian, you know what I mean, islands, Philadelphia was only 35.2 million and Denver was 37.6 million. That's why I hung on to a bunch of these. I have a bunch of them in my collection because a lot of people just spent them and used them as quarters, which obviously they are. But I believe that they have an intrinsic value down the road anyway. 1980, here we go. My birth year. Perfect. Things for the 80s, they did not do a very good job with them. The strikes were pretty crappy. So if you can get one in really good shape, it can have some decent value to it. Here's a 2016 penny. So we got the shield back. They had a lot of issues with these things, doubling and strike throughs, and you name it, they probably had it. Oh, looks like we have 5 people in here. Whew, not quite a record, but all right, 1990. Hmm. Again, we're just looking for anything. Basically, what you're looking for, I mean, you're looking for something out of the ordinary, something that if you look at enough coins, something that you normally wouldn't see. You know, that's what you're looking for. Here we got Bombay Hook, 2015. Of course, these are the America the Beautiful ones. Um, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, the other thing we're always looking for in pocket change, obviously, is S mint marks. Okay, here's another America the Beautiful one. There are a few errors that come with these, but they are actually limited. Um, there's not as many errors with the America the Beautiful quarters. And I don't know why I keep grabbing quarters. I'm just grabbing, and it just seems to be quarters. We should be keeping track of all these. I can tell my parents how much money they got. Oh. Also, I have to replace any of the money that I decide to take out of it. '88 Philly. And I'm sure my dad will watch. He'll know. He'll know. He may not be watching right now, but he'll watch. Is this? Hold on. Sorry, I'm being very quiet. I'm just barely trying to touch this edge here. Because it kind of looked like the clad was coming off. But I think it's something on top of the coin. I was thinking it was the clad coming off, and I was going to say, oh, well, we might have something here, because that clad shouldn't just peel off like that. We have toning. We found tonage. It's always good to find tonage, right? Huh. Got some nice blue toning happening with this dime. Huh, cool. Alright, 94 penny. Again, we're looking for that wide AM. This one does not have that. Got a 2012. Look at how gross money is. Ugh. I'm gonna hunt a little bit faster here. I want to get through a decent amount of this stuff. Denver, Kansas. No, I mean Arkansas. Jeez, Arkansas does have a diamond doubling. I don't see it in this one, but it does have the diamond does have some doubling on it in some of them. I really do hope we find at least one error coin. That'd be great. Let me dig around here a little bit. Stir the pot, as it would be. We got another 21 Denver here, crossing the Delaware. And no error. Dang. Oh, hey, little intermission here, since y'all are here and stuff. I'm going to show you a coin that I just got in here. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit close up, but this one was minted in Perth. It's of course an Australian coin, being that it was minted in Perth. I'm going to raise the scope up here just so we can get a better look at it, obviously. And here we go. So this is a reverse proof. Talks about, Queen Elizabeth from 52 to 22. Out of Australia. It's a 1 ounce, obviously, round. But it's 4.9 fine silver. So most of the stuff we always see is like 99.9% pure silver. This is 99.99%. So even more pure than most of our 3.9 fine stuff. But the P is for Perth. It's 2023 coin with the koala. And you can see how the fields are yeah, you can see how the fields are frosted, and then we have the details are actually the shiny part. So for those that are silver stackers, talking to you, Ray, it's a 1 ounce silver. So what would you pay for a 1 ounce silver, Ray? For this 1 ounce silver, even. Okay, I'm not going to put you on the spot there, bud. I'll tell you what I paid for it. I paid $45 for this 1 ounce silver. All right. I paid $45 for this. And I'd do it again. That thing is beautiful. All right, back to what we were doing. And no, I'm not selling it. It's going into the PC. I have other silver coming that's going to get sold. Also, for those that do follow me on Whatnot, I did get in the our giveaway for Black Friday giveaway. I got the microscope in, and I bought one. It's not quite as nice as this one, but it's pretty nice, and it's got the accoutrements to connect to a computer or a bigger screen or something like that. So somebody's gonna be going home with or getting a new microscope shipped to them from Black Friday. So you need to tune in Black Friday. Right now, I think I have it set for 6 p.m. Central Time as a start time, but you never know. I might change that up. I'm gonna make sure I go earlier than some other people. A couple of my friends are streaming that day, and I'd like to not be in there, overshadow their streams, since we're all friends and we all have kind of the same customers. So I don't want to overshadow any of their streams either. Especially since they all tell me that I'm the big streamer and they're not. I don't know. Whatever. I do have, there should be, I don't know. I'll have, I know everyone's running that day. It's going to be insane. It really is. Um, Heck, I might be buying at the same time I'm selling. You never know. I mean, I do have like 6 laptops. But silver, I should have quite a bit of silver here for that day. I don't know how many. I don't know how many Geigers I bought even. I just kind of kept buying them. So, oh, here we go. Tuskegee Air. We got, there's some errors that happen on these ones that we can talk about. Also, I got some 10 gram Valcambis. Those are freaking awesome looking. Really awesome looking. I got a bunch of 1 gram stuff coming. I got some 5 gram stuff coming. 10 gram. Some 1 ounce stuff. Some premium 1 ounce stuff. Those, what are they? The ones from New Zealand that are usually like $50. Those rounds. I got one of them coming even. All right, so Tuskegee. We look around on the planes for any die chips, but there is one that could be the fire, like a bomb, and then one that happens here, like fire in the building. And then we look for doubling up here on the glasses, and just kind of a quick overview of everything. Look at it, see if there's anything that looks doubled. This one looks all good. But yeah, we should have quite a bit of silver. Then also we got those rolls that are coming that I've done before that we found gold in, and we always find tons of silver. I got 6 of those coming. They were, I paid $175 for the 6 rolls of pennies, but the guy assures me that I'm gonna love them. He says that, because I only paid, what, 30 some odd dollars, whatever, a roll. He says that I'm going to find $50+ in every roll worth of stuff. I guess we'll find out. I also have 10 rolls coming from Kazoo Bullion. I've bought from them before and had pretty good luck. Plus I bought some silver from them. So, alright, here we go. Onward. Alright, so here we got the San Antonio missions. I don't know, bud. We'll see. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the Wheat Penny Wednesday show yet. Because I kind of need stuff to sell on Black Friday, Alright, so we look for doubling of the waves. I don't see that. And then at the ends here, you want to look, a die chip can occur on the ends of these. And then I actually have one of these that has a big die chip right here, snow on the roof. So, yeah, if I do the Wheat Penny Wednesday show, it's going to be a smaller show than I normally do. Like, I'm not going to go all out, let's say, and bring out all the stuff. It would be just a smaller amount of stuff. Alright, 84, Denver. Grody. This coin is not awesome sauce. Because that's the word, right? Awesome sauce. Another 1980. I do have some decent pennies that I can sell on my next Wheat Penny Wednesday. I just found a. Come here, you. Well, I got the DDO here we talked about on Mail Call. This is the double Dioverse 41. Um, it's about a $10 dime, and the doubling happen. You can really see is over here. I'd have to get in a lot closer so you could see it. I mean, I can. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Well, nope, wrong way. There we go. All right, get the light in there. If you look right here on the U, see how fat it is on the bottom and stuff, and it looks like it's pushed over a little bit too. Same with the O, you can see a little line in there. This one's really hard to see because it is so damaged. It's this is a the big teller is usually at the top of this eye, but we can't see it because this thing's got so much damage to it. I couldn't see it very well when I was buying it, and now I really wish I wouldn't have. The reverse doesn't look bad on it, but the obverse is just toast. I don't know. I'm gonna ask. I think I paid 10 for it. I think I'm gonna ask like. I think I'm gonna ask like. I don't know, $5, $3, something like that. I don't know. Just move it along. Somebody can have it as. Maybe I'll just sell it as junk silver at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna lose a little bit on it, but I don't. It's a shame. But what am I gonna do? 71. Now, obviously, y'all know I know my pennies probably better than any other coin. So let's pick out a few pennies and go through them. I did do a video yesterday. I did not post it. I decided I didn't want to post it. I did penny hunt a little bit, but pretty much what happened was I got on there and just yelled at people. Nobody in particular, just everybody. So I decided, yeah, let's not post that. It was mostly about, um, you know, I want people to understand numismatics. You know, the people that are in the room right now, most of you know that I really try to teach numismatics over bullion stacking. So numismatics, primary, bullion stacking, secondary, right? And the premise of the video was me yelling into the microphone about what else do I have to do to help teach numismatics, to get people to understand the value numismatically. And it was funny because I did the video and I was getting ready to, ouch, I was getting ready to upload it. I know, right? I was getting ready to upload it, and God, I would have sworn this was a silver coin just by the color of it until I got down here. I was getting ready to upload it, and then I noticed that Sean over at Blue Ridge there actually did one on currency where he was pretty much doing the same thing. Oh, my nephew says hi. Hi, Vince. Hey, Vinster. Vinny, you're famous now. Your uncle said your name live on YouTube. $19.97. So he likes that. Good. Vinny's got the best middle name. It's Vincent Mario. And yes, it's that Mario. When you think of Mario, you think of. Yeah, it's that one. I know, right? Ah, North Dakota. Well, you know how I feel about North Dakota stuff. I got a lot nicer North Dakota quarters, though. Like, uncirculated. Oh, hey, Kentucky. Okay. Kentucky. We can talk about errors on Kentucky now. Fence doubling. That's a big one. Where the fence almost makes you think you're blind because it's, like, really doubled. Kind of like the 55 penny that makes you think you're going crazy because of how it looks. Um, Let me pull one up here for people that aren't familiar with what I am talking about. 1955 penny DDO image. There we go. Kind of makes you look like you maybe had a few too many wobble pops. A little too much there. Yeah, so it'd be similar to that, but it'd be on the fence of the in front of the horse here. Also, always looking for that snow on the roof, the dye chip across the roof. So, and doubling of the horse can happen too. All right. Yeah, yeah. Do our 3 checks on these newer ones, always. Got another Nina. Yeah, nope. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. And we're good. Let's see. 2012 nickel. Again, this one, I mean, it's in rotten shape, but would qualify for full steps. Now, the other thing, though, that qualifies it for full steps is it has to hit at least an MS 60, mid-state 60 or higher. So if it gets about uncirculated 58, even though it has full steps, you're not going to get that full step designation. It has to hit mid-state 60. All right, 23 Denver. So we're gonna have this is gonna be women, the women quarters, more of them. Uh, so yeah, we got Bessie Coleman here. Huge die chip that happens on these on the wing, right in here, top of that wing. In fact, do we have a little one? We do, right there. Right, right there. You see that where it comes up just a little bit right there? We have just a little die chip. Just a little bitty. Not enough for me to call home, but we do have one. Yay, we have something. We're also looking for doubling on the goggles. So, again, I'm not going to worry about that one because it's not enough to really write home about. Alright. No, no, no. Okay. Nina. Nope. Hey, Vinny. Are you ready for Christmas? Because I bought your Christmas gift already. It actually came today. No, no double deering. I tell you, if you really want to do this kind of stuff like I do, not the yay, not the um maybe not the streaming part or whatever, but really do the um, getting into looking at coins quite a bit. This microscope that I have, I tell you, yeah, it's expensive. It's almost $200, or it's around 200, something like that. But man, I tell you, it's great. I can go up and down with it. It focuses in quick. If I'm not got it on the secondary monitor, yeah, see, this one's got that little bit of chip too, but it's just a tad smaller. Not much, just a tad smaller. Right there. Um, anyway, you can with the remote to it, you can zoom in and out if you're not using it on a different screen without even moving anything. So it's a Link Micro. I tell you, I personally am so glad I have it. 65. You know, there is some intrinsic value in the 65s. If you get one in really good shape, there is some value there. Oh, do we have? No, I thought maybe we had a die crack. That would have been nice. If you get, I have some 65s that are in just immaculate shape, like brand new, and those do come with some value, over a quarter. I don't remember what the doubling is. I think it's the trigger guard is the doubling on this one. I can't remember every damn one. Try. Alright. Connecticut. Uh, this one's tough. Okay. This one is very difficult because you can get doubling of the limbs. Let me say that again, and you just take a good look at that. You can get doubling of the limbs. Yeah. So looking at all those spider webs of limbs, trying to find the doubled ones. I have found them, but yeah, I just skip them usually. I gotta grab a drink. Alright. Alright. Again, nose, mouth, ponytail area. Anime, so we know what we're looking for. We can do quick overview. Nope. I don't know. I just keep grabbing quarters because maybe it's because they're bigger. I don't know. We got Everglades. Again, these are the America the Beautiful quarters. America the Beautiful series. Oh, hey Ray, did you hear about what the U.S. Mint did here recently? How they really kind of screwed over the collectors? While Ray answers, we'll just keep moving along. Did we lose Ray? Alright, Minnesota quota. Minnesota quota has lots and lots and lots of errors. It's called extra trees. Kind of difficult to spot sometimes, but you'll have a random tree. It'll be in between where there shouldn't be a tree, or just the top of a tree floating around. don't see any. All right. Well, anyway, let's answer the question since Ray hasn't got back to me yet. So here's the deal: the United States Mint came out with the reverse Morgan and Peace Dollar set, which is really neat looking. I'll pull one up here. I mean, it's really cool looking. Where's my cursor? There's my cursor. All right. Let's see. Reverse Morgan proof. Oops, that's not how you spell proof. So this set, here we go. So this is the new Morgan reverse proof. Really cool. Obviously, we're used to the fields being shiny, and then the um, details and stuff being the dull. So it's really a cool looking piece. And then it also came with the Peace Dollar itself. Very cool looking piece. They were from the Mint. They were $185 in this box, just like this. It was supposed to be a one-time deal, just this year, and that's it. So, and they were only going to make 250,000, I think it was, of them. And so I know, like, Blue Ridge bought two of them because it was, it's going to be a rare run and everything. Yeah, the Mint decided they were so popular now they're going to do them again next year. So instead of it being, a nice collector's item, now it's not. Now it's just going to be an everyday, it'll never be worth what it could have been worth, let's say, in the future. Now, I think in the future it's going to be worth probably the same as most Philadelphia and, Philadelphia minted Peace Dollar and Morgan dollars, Maybe upwards of $40 a piece in the future. I mean, they're just not going to have the value there anymore. Yeah, they were. People were frickin' damn near knocking down the Mint's door for them. I didn't buy any. I have bought new things from the Mint before. Upstairs, I do have a West Point Morgan that I bought 2022, I think it is, in the box still. That thing was like $80. But then again, it is a West Point, so I can sell it to people that love West Point things if I wanted, right? Right, Ray? Right, Ray? Oh, Helen Keller. Helen Keller. A little too tough to see much. I mean, we can have doubling on the chair. Doubled fingers. That one's in pretty rough shape to tell, though. Another 65. Again, we're always looking for a proof also, right? If you get a proof in there, S-Mint proof, it's called an impaired proof. Here's the heads, as my wife calls them. South Dakota. Right? Yeah, like I say, it was like $80 for the West Point Morgan from the Mint, but I just had to have it. And it was when I was working as a computer tech, so I made decent money. Do we have... No. I was looking right here. I was thinking that looked like a die crack. I think it's actually... Well, it might be a die crack, actually. No. Huh. 1977. Haven't found too much yet. I don't even feel like we've broke the surface here of this pile, though. I might have to start digging a little quicker. Oh, here we go. This one, you can have doubling on the boat, actually. Let's see. 96. Again, 98 was the last year of the Eagleback. I kind of missed that quarter. I wish they'd go back to it. This one's not in bad shape. It looks horrible through the scope, but that's because we're looking at it, really close up. From a distance, this quarter actually looks really nice. I mean, you can tell, like, you can still see the breast feathers and everything. So, let me show you something here real quick. Grab my wet wipes. Get over here. Just gonna do a quick wiper. Again, don't clean your quarter. Don't clean your money. Uh, there's a difference. People don't realize there's a difference in cleaning and cleaning. Let's say you don't want to polish your money, obviously, or get any kind of anything harsh on it that's gonna scratch the living crap out of it. But cleaning the dirt and stuff off of it, look at the difference that makes. That's like night and day difference now. So just a thing there, little tidbit. Some people say, oh, just don't touch it at all, but yeah, if you do that, if you're gonna grade it and it looks, I mean, like crap, you're gonna get grading like crap. But if you know what you're doing, and if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. I've done enough coins now in my collection that I know what I'm doing. I ruined enough coins already to know. It's just like doing the nick-a-date thing, which we're going to be doing more of because I bought more dateless nickels. I enjoy doing the nick-a-date thing. I bought a whole bunch more dateless nickels. In fact, I might buy a bunch more. I think my buddy Jersey's got like 300 of them. So I might buy a few more. Yes, you hear me throwing coins into the jar. It's some of the newer nickels I don't want to hunt through. Money really is gross. Also, my finger still hurts from where I put a staple through it the other night. You remember that, Jersey? Were you in the room when I did that? When I was selling on whatnot and I put a staple through my finger? Still hurts. if anybody's watching this too, I got a message earlier from somebody asking about um, asking about they had some air coins they wanted to put on eBay, and they wanted me to look at them first. I do have the email address. It's the business contact thing in the about area. You can go ahead and email me. It's templecraze2 at gmail.com, and I am happy to look at your stuff and tell you what I think. But if I think that it's you know, post mint damage, I'm gonna tell you, and I don't care what you paid for it. You know, if it's post mint damage, it's post mint damage. That's all there is to it, right? All right, here's New Mexico. These lines here, the design's great, but you get die chips in them pretty easily. So here's a look at that. 98 last year of the Eagle back. Oh, I still haven't made much of a dent here. Chickasaw. This one does have doubling that happens in this area, but I don't have the time to sit and look through it in my life. No matter what the coin would be worth. Okay, maybe if it was worth, $1,000 or something, but it's not. This is Weir Farm. Again, this can be the West Point. It's not. This is a Denver, but it is a 2020, so it could have been the West Point one. Now, the thing with the West Point, for those that don't know, there was only 2 million of them minted, compared to, the millions, hundreds of millions of all the other ones. So that's why we always look at those. That's why we always talk about the West Point quarters. There was also a West Point dime and a West Point penny. Those, though, you didn't just get in your everyday change, unfortunately. Kind of wish they would have done that with those too, just like they did the quarter set. I've sold one West Point dime in my illustrious career here. Just one. And it didn't go very well. I thought it would sell for a lot more than it did. I mean, I made money on it, don't get me wrong. But I thought it would be worth, you know, 80, $90, and I think I got like 60. I mean, that's still good. I mean, it is just a dime, right? $60 for a dime is pretty good, but it was a graded one, so I thought, but that's why I haven't had another one. Oh. I've also figured out the whole music thing if I do want to put music on the background of this stuff. I figured out how to do all that now with the recording software, so I can always put some light music on in the background if we decide we want that in the future. Just took me forever to figure out the software, Well, let's see. How long have I been going? About an hour? Yeah, well, just look at a few more coins here. And then I'll probably do a bunch on my own. And once I get the nickels all sorted out of this pile, then I'll do just a regular I won't do a stream. I'll do a regular video for so we can continue on that nickel hunt for the book. You know, we got to get that book done. Got to give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Ugh. Well, I sure hope my nephew's learning something here about numismatics and how coinage can be worth more if it's got certain things happening with it than what it would be face value wise. Especially since I have so many coins in my house, somebody's gonna have to make sure that nobody goes and just drops them off at the bank when I kick. I mean, right next to me, I have a box of coins that's probably valued at, I bet close to $10,000. I should just sell it off. I could use the money. You know, I got that. What's in there? Um, I got the 1878 Philadelphia Morgan dollar, which is the first year of the Morgan dollar. Pretty sure that's gonna hit. I've done a bunch of research. I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit like an MS64-ish, maybe a 64 plus. So if we pull that up real quick here, and frugal PCGS. So if I sell it raw, obviously I'm not going to get as much for it as what I would if I got it graded. Let's see, Morgan and Peace. That's not what I wanted to click on. Morgan dollar. Oh, well, I mean, we can figure something out for him if he wants to be famous. All right, so 1878. Mine is that one. I have not looked to see if it's any of the VAMs. I haven't looked that close at it yet. But we'll go over here. 64. You know, it's a $300 coin. You know, just that one. And then we have the 1904. Come on. 1904. New Orleans, but it's definitely going to hit proof like. It's definitely hitting proof like. If it didn't hit proof like, I'd be very, very, very shocked. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be around 65 plus to 66. And there is a huge difference, obviously, in pricing between the two. But, so that's why I offered that one up at like 500 bucks. Also in there, of course, is that 41 Merc dime. That's all beautifully toned. From what I can tell, that should get me about 1,500. What else do I got in there? I got a full step 1943 Denver War Nickel. Those are really hot right now. Oh, let's see what else. I don't know, there's a bunch of other ones in there. There's a lot of stuff in there anyway. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Lots and lots of good stuff. I don't know, I went through it the other night and was like, I don't know. I know the guy that I buy the expensive rolls from. I think he was in there when I was. Yeah, I think he was in there though when I was in the whatnot auction when I was showing him off because he said something about it or about the nice stuff that I had and that he would have bought some of it in a heartbeat. Of course, I didn't sell put any of it up for sale, so I think that's when he was in there. I think this is a repunch mint mark, by the way. Kind of looks like it. So, um, I don't know. I thought about offering some of it up for sale. Uh, 79 Denver. Ring of Death. Ring of Death. Yeah, I don't know. I might. I could definitely use the money, that's for sure. It would keep me from needing to find a job already. I mean, I need a job, don't get me wrong. But if I could hold off, I think, for another 2 months without having to get a job, I think I could make the whole coin thing work for me, like as my job, full time. Oh, let's grab out the box. So here's the '04. It's in a case. I don't really want to take it out. Yeah, what the hell? Let's take it out. Here's the '04 Morgan. Oh, come on. Again, you can see the fields. I mean, maybe you can't in the microscope. You probably won't be able to see the fields that well. I can see it in person how shiny the fields are, though. Let's see. Well, maybe if we pull back a little bit. Come on. There we go. I mean, let's see. I need something colorful, not black. I need something colorful. I don't know if I have anything colorful. Where's the pink pointer? You're not gonna be able to see it in this very well. I can see the reflection. You're not gonna be able to. You can kind of see it on the camera. I can see the reflection, no problem in that. But this is the '04. What you see is not actually scratches. I mean, I get it up at an angle here, and you can see there's that one little one right there in the cheek. You might be able to see that. The hairline looks good. Flip it over. I mean, oh, there we go. We can see you should be able to see the reflection of my thumb. Definitely proof-like. Yeah, this last Wednesday was really good on Whatnot. Um, the couple of them before, not so much. This last one I did 61 items, which isn't bad. I haven't had 61 items sold since probably, I don't know, back when I first started. This is my 78. The hair is a little less than what you want right there. It's also in a flip, so it's not going to look completely good. It does have breast feathers, though, but it is the 7 tail feather. Philadelphia, first year issue, which is by itself what gives it a bit of a value increase. Um, Here's the 41 Denver. Might be able to see that toning a little bit better now than what usually you can see it. Obviously it looks better in person, but that's that toning that I talk about. It was definitely in a book, you can tell by the way the back is. But man, that is a uncirculated 41 Denver. And with that toning and everything and how nice this is, oh, she is very pretty. Very pretty. And with how nice that toning is on this thing and everything, I'm I'd be shocked if it wasn't a higher MS value, 68. It's not going to hit 70 because, well, getting a 70 is damn near impossible nowadays. But I'd be shocked if it didn't do fairly well. So if we look up, I'm just looking it up real quick here on my screen for 41 Denver. 41 Denver. There we go. This is not full bands if I remember. Yeah, not quite. There's a bit of stuff in there, so nope, not quite full bands. But like I said, I'd be shocked if it didn't hit a 68. Last one that sold Heritage Auctions in 16 for $423. So I'd be shocked if it didn't hit at least a 68. It doesn't matter, to be honest. Anywhere they're safe. This gets book toning basically, and book toning, is nice too, right? I mean, the reverse looks like garbage. I keep most of mine in 2x2 flips. My pennies are in my book though. My wheat pennies. Well, I shouldn't say all of them. Some of them aren't. Then we have this 1964 Denver here with that beautiful blue and gold toning on the reverse. Golly, that thing is so pretty. So pretty. My little pop-up that I get of my stream was behind. I was like, why, what's going on? But yeah, this thing is just so beautiful. And, bullion-wise, $4 to $5 is what you usually get for a 90% silver quarter. I spent $20 on this quarter. And I think it's worth way more than that. I think that if I were to sell it, I'd want at least 50 to 100 for it. I think I spent about $15 on this dime. Again, it's all toned up. Very beautiful 64 Denver dime. Again, $3 to $4 for a dime. Again, wouldn't accept that. Here's the 44 San Francisco. Again, we have nice toning on it. This one's not an uncirculated. This one's definitely circulated. You can see the wear here. But still a really nice coin. I think I spent $20 on that thing too. This is the one that everybody's talking about right now. I know. Here's the 1983 Denver. Plating missing penny that everybody seems to want to talk about. I don't know if that is a true mint error. That's about $1,000 penny by itself. I just found this 37 Denver. It's really tough to show, but it is purple. 37 Denver, about uncirculated. In person, it is purple. You can kind of see some of that on the reverse. I also just found this one, 36 San Francisco. It is also toned. Again, you can kind of see some of that purple on the shoulder and stuff. And then you get to the reverse, and it looks spotty, but that is all nice purple toning. I have this one, not worth quite as much, this 74 Denver BU. Right over where this arrow is, there is a lamination on the rim. Otherwise, this thing is just really, really nice looking penny. How much did that weigh? It's, well, it weighed, I don't know. I weighed it twice. Once live on the stream there, and it weighed 2.5 grams. And then I weighed it on my own, and it weighed 2.4. Now, like Adam said, Coins Ghouls said, my scale only goes up to tenths of a gram or whatever. I need one that goes to the hundredths because that'll really tell if what's going on with it. I need one that goes hundredths or even thousandths um, behind the decimal there, so that I can really zero in on the weight. Because I'm guessing so zinc planchetted pennies should weigh 2.5 grams. But if it's missing the copper layer, I'm guessing it probably should weigh, I'm thinking probably like 2.45, 2.44, somewhere in there. And the scale's just rounding. Basically what I'm saying is I need to buy a more accurate scale. Yeah, here's a 1941. Look at that lamination error right there. That's attached lamination right there. I mean, this coin's not going to bring me hundreds or thousands of dollars. It's probably a, $15, $20 coin. But it's only a penny. $15, $20 penny. That's the numismatics thing that I keep telling people about. All right, here's a 44 Denver. This is the D over D FS 502. We're going to zoom in on this thing so that it can be seen a little bit easier. So let's get up in there. Bring you over here. We're going to have to even get closer. I mean, we're just about touching the flip at this point. There we go. Alright, there we are. Do you see how that has two D's? Bring the light in, maybe. Sorry, trying to focus it up there. Alright, there we go. See how there's a D above the other D, kind of, but it's behind and above? That's a repunchment mark. FS 502 is the cherry picker's number for it, and it's also a PCGS number, so you can actually get that designation for it. So the value of that could be, and the 44 Denver FS 502 is a little bit tougher to get, so the value of that thing could be, $100+. Whatever, depending upon what they actually grade the coin at. Now we have the 53 Denver, the FS 501. Again, look at that repunchment mark, even easier to see on that one. This one is a really good example of a repunchment mark, I believe. I mean, you should be able to see that one. Again, this is a 53. Yeah, that's a really nice repunch. Uh, here's the. I got, of course, my um three Columbian Exposition coins that are nice. I have a 1853 Trime. It's not in perfect shape, but it's got a readable date. It's not horrible. It does come. The reverse is not bad on it. I know I need to back the camera up a little bit here, but here. Let's back it up. Back it up. Just back it up. Trimes. Yes. 3 cent coins. 3 cent silver coin. They fish scale. They had a very short life because, well, people did not like them. Well, first of all, they're small. I mean, here's a penny. You know, we'll put a penny behind it. Let's see. Let's bring this up a bit here. There you go. There's a penny behind it. All right. So let's try a dime. There's a dime. There's a trime. You know, they're tiny. I'm trying to say they're really, really small, and that's why people didn't like them. They lost them. I mean, people weren't a big fan of the trickles. They also weren't a big fan of the half dime. The half dime. That's why we got the shield nickel, because people didn't like the half dime. All right, Civil War tokens. I know this went from a penny hunt or whatever to showing off my collection, but I always like to show off the collection too. So here we got Civil War tokens. This one is the Our Navy one. And as you can see from the here, it does have some corrosion, but it is from 1863, so, But right here we got a beautiful die crack right there. Now, these were legal tender for a little while during the Civil War, but the some guy was saying the other night that United States has never demonetized any of its currency, and that's true. They haven't ever demonetized any of their currency. This was not the U.S. currency at the time, but people were using it as a currency, and the U.S. government, after the Civil War, put in a law saying that it could no longer be used as currency. So, just a little history. History's good. Here's another one. This is one of my favorites. The flag of our Union. And this is the one that has the, if anyone attempts to tear it down, shoot him on the spot. To this day, I still agree with it. There's too many people tearing down our flag, and they probably should be shot on the spot. This one is kind of emulates the Indian head penny. This is the one that's got the crossed canyons. It's kind of a rarer one, too. I don't see many of this one. And then this one, again, kind of like the Indian head penny. This is the crossed scabbards. Army, Navy with the cross scabbards. Very nice. And each one of these Civil War tokens can be worth depending upon their shape, upwards of $100 or so, right? This one has this beautiful die crack right through there, and this one is the Army Navy and our Navy and these type of ones are more common than the other ones. Now that one that I bought and showed off at my show the other night that I offered up for $50, this one right here. At the time, I said I'll take $50 for it and not 1 cent less. Well, I've done some research on it since then. Ones in worse shape than this sell for about $80. Here's an 1864 2-cent piece. It's got kind of like a woody type thing. It's got an improper alloy mixture. Yeah, it's war. It's really war. You can't probably see. Oh, wait, maybe I can get it. There we go. You can kind of see that bluish hue there as it goes back and forth. I love this coin, just the toning on it. First year issue, 2-cent piece. Next, let's see, we got this. Here's the 1858. This is the FS 901, large letter, low leaf. So it's got the large letters. The A and M are touching, that's what constitutes the large letter. And then on the back, these leave little ends right here that pop up by the C and T on either side. Should be up closer to about the middle of these letters instead of down here. This is actually the reverse of the small letter Flying Eagle. And from what I can tell of the FS 901, there is only 23 of them known to exist. Now I say known to exist. I mean, there's probably more than that because people haven't got them all graded, right? But according to PCGS and NGC, 23. That's it. So that's another one of them really rare ones. Now we have the 1859 Indian head. First year Indian head. We have full Liberty. We have diamonds. They're a little they're a little war, but we do have the diamonds there. We have the pearls. Those are all diagnostic things. You flip it over. We do have some weak stuff over here that was a little concerning at first. A few people were concerned about, but then we started thinking about it and we're like, well, could it be a strike through? And honestly, I think it probably could be a strike through. So at that point, I'm not as worried about it. So now I'm thinking, okay, well, we got an 1859 Indian head penny in high AU. We were thinking it was going to be like VF or higher. Now I'm thinking AU or higher. It's not going to hit MS. Well, I mean, I guess it could if you have the right person looking at it at the right time, and all that stuff, right? Then it could technically hit MS. But I doubt it. I highly, highly, highly doubt it. So let's go up here, Indian head. $18.59. Come on. So, look at this. Even in an AU 55, look at these prices. This is a current price, $250. I've offered this coin in my auctions for 200, and nobody's bid on it. Nobody's even thought about it. I mean, And if it comes back as anything higher than a 55, I mean, if you get a really good day or something and you do hit an MS, you know, you're in the money. Then the next one I have is also a copper nickel. It's an 1864. It's not in as good a shape. We have a little bit of the Liberty. Diamonds are gone. Pearls are still there somewhat. It's not an L ribbon. I mean, it's war. It's probably somewhere down around 35-ish, maybe a 30. So we're still talking, you know. I mean, these are not real current prices. So the most current we have here in a 35, we're at a $65 coin. This is the whole numismatic thing that I'm trying to talk to people about. Honestly, I mean, Indian head pennies. A lot of times I get $2 to $3 a piece for them. This should be $50 to $70 right here. Right? This one here, 1879. Don't let the green fool you. It is definitely a VF Plus. We got full Liberty. So we looked this one up, and 1879. Even if we go on the low side, let's see, it would come back brown even though it's green. They wouldn't put it down as a red or anything like that. It would be brown. Although they may come back as corroded, which is not right either. It's not corroded. It's a It's an alloy mixture error. Again, down in this area, you know, we're still doing really well on that pricing. And I couldn't get anybody to buy that at $50. This one I've never put up for sale. This is my 1889. Again, it's green, and that's why I haven't, because I really like it. Liberty's pretty much obliterated. I mean, there's a little bit there. The rest of the stuff's all obliterated. I mean, that's probably maybe a $10 coin is all. Here we have an 1895. We have diamonds. Pearls are kind of there. We have full Liberty. This one, it looks really rough, but in person, I mean, it's really toned up. It looks like it's really rough. Now, we do have some bad scratches right there on this. I offered this one up at $50. I think that it would probably hit an MS-60. I didn't even look to see what the value would be, but let's look. Yeah, if I wear down you enough, right? Okay, so let's even drop a little bit lower here. 50 AU58. Look at these most current auctions are 2013. I mean, that's 10 years ago. And it went for, 55, 92, and 27. This is what PCGS says that it should be now. $80. $80. I wanted 50. Let's see, where's 50 at? 50 would be down here somewhere. So, yeah. Alright, next. This is a 1927 Denver. Of course, toning is always hard to show. Toning is always hard to show, but this is definitely MS. Let's see. We got the John cheekbone. Yes. We don't have the ear, the little dent here in the edge of the ear cartilage. The fields look good. The wheat lines look really good. It's definitely MS, probably, I don't know, 62 to 64 ish. Oh, duh. I need to bring it up so you can see it. Shut up. Again, 27 Denver. It is toned. It is. I don't know if it'd come back red or red brown. I'm thinking red brown. But then again, with the toning, you never know what it could be, what they'd give it. It does have a rim ding, but that doesn't seem to matter for grading. I don't know why, but and like I was saying, the ear, the little cartilage area doesn't have the little indent, but the wheat lines are they're there, really sharp. Only 27 million of these. I'm sure Ray probably remembers when we found this thing. When we were hunting and found this beautiful coin. So we scroll on down. Now 27D could have a doubling. This one doesn't. I've looked at it closely. We're going to go with red brown because I think that's what it would probably hit. I don't think it could hit red. I don't know. You know, when you have toning on there, that changes everything, you know. So even at red brown, MS64, which is where I believe this would be, PCGS says 250 on the guide. You know, um, Stacks and Bauer 240 they got for it on March 22. Here's Stacks and Bauer again though for an NGC graded 144. You know, I've offered it up for $100, 100 to 120, and I don't know. One of our friends has laughed about it. That's okay though. That's okay. Here I saved this one out. It's a 1910. Obviously, Raymond, you kind of have got into the wheat penny thing. This is second year issue, 1910. I believe this to be AU, lower AU, but AU anyway. I mean, for 1910, you usually don't see them this nice. They're usually pretty smooth. I know we've got off of the hunting we were doing, but this is kind of fun for me too. And it's a live stream. I can do what I want. And it's my stream. It's my live stream. I can do what I want. I don't know that there's a lot of value in this one in particular. It's just a 1910. It's not a, um, so it's just a Philadelphia 1910. It's not the San Francisco one. It's definitely brown. It's, I don't think it's even if it's AU, it's low AU, I think. Although, this one doesn't look much better in the MS66 Plus. You know, we're down in $10. But then again, that 66 Plus I just looked at up there, that didn't look much better than the one I got right now. That'd be worth it. So, there's that. Next, we have this is a partial collar. Basically, it's really tough to see inside this flip. It's easier to see outside the flip. Now you can kind of see a little bit of it here. Pretty much what it means is, and the way it comes around here, only part of the collar came up and grabbed the planchet when it was struck. So it's just a partial collar hit. A little bit of extra value, not a ton. Now this coin, on the other hand, is broad struck, which means there was no collar there to hold it at all. As you can probably tell. It's definitely got a look to it, huh? That's a good one. Next, we have a 1909 VDB. And again, this one, it's going to be tough to tell. There we go. But it definitely might have some toning on it. And it's also definitely, uh, well, I don't know if it's BU, like Brilliant Uncirculated. It's definitely an AU. So it's a higher graded one anyway. Next, we have the 55 San Francisco. Harder one to come up with. It is definitely in red. And it is really toned up on that reverse too. So this one's definitely an MS grade. Pretty high MS grade actually. But even in a high MS grade, I don't think the value is really there. Now we got a whole bunch of 43 silver nickels. My nice one's not down here, it's upstairs. Here's the 13 Denver Buffalo nickel. Now, I kind of want to sell this one and get a different one. I want one with a full horn. This definitely does not have that full horn. The tip is definitely missing. So this one's not the high quality that I want. I want one that has the full horn when I send these off for grading, because I'm going to do the 13 Denver, and 13 San Francisco. I don't have the San Francisco yet, but that's the plan anyway. If we look at Buffalo nickels, and these are type 1 reverse. So these are the three type 1s, the 13 Denver, and the 13 San Francisco. And since they're just the 1913 of those with the type 1, that's why I want them. So the 13 Denver, as you can see, that's what the full horn should look like. Mine is definitely not a full horn. Might still hit in the MS 60-ish range. If we take a look at their photos here. Come on. Hello, PCGS. Do your thing. Yeah, Ray, if you want, you can text me photos. You know my number. It's what it is, you know? Oh, good. Yeah. Alright, so we're not going to be able to look at that. PCGS's website is down. Great. Kind of a normal thing for them. So, I would like an upgrader to this. Someday I'll probably get one. The other one I have, like I say, is the 1913. This is non-Denver. It looks like there's damage over here, and I thought there was wear or something, but that's just how it looked. But this one, as you can see, does have the full horn, comes right out to the tip. So this is a much nicer one. So I need one like this in the Denver for my collection. And then pretty much the rest of the stuff is I have the America the Beautiful, some of the PD and S's. For instance, this one here, the 2008 S. This is the Business Strike S, not the Proof S, for the Cumberland Island. Only 816,000. Less than 1 million of these minted. Less than 1 million. Think about that. We were just talking about West Point quarters at 2 million. This is less than half that. Alright? So, I think that we're probably looking at something really good there in the future. The only other coin that I would have to maybe show you that's This is this one. I have tried to sell this one. Nobody seems to be interested. Yeah, we're missing some of the logo. The shield is beautiful. It's an 1870, 2 cent. Only 861,000. 861,000. That's it. That's pretty low numbers on that. 2 cent pieces were, like I say, they were not well liked. So I did find this, however, hunting. This is a 1934. It's a D over D RPM. I couldn't figure out what the RPM is. I had somebody help me, and we think it's the RPM 003, which is the more desirable RPM. And this coin is actually not in bad shape. So that's a recent find. But anyway, so that's a big chunk of my collection. It's not everything I have, but it's a big chunk of it. I'm going to hunt the rest of the coins probably on my own, because this is going to take forever. And we've already been going for almost 2 hours. So, like I've said before, if you guys have any questions or anything, Ray, obviously you can text me because you have my number. Same with you, Kalina. But anybody else that has any questions that don't have my phone number, you can email me there at templecraze2, the number 2, at gmail.com. It's also on the About section community page on the, yes, I do want to close that. If we go here to the stream, look, stream and the stream and a stream and a stream and a stream. How many streams can we get? How many can we get? Come on, keep going. Anyway, that's some kind of paradox happening right there, huh? So if you go to, like, where is it? Here. It used to say about over here, but hit this little arrow. This will give you the about. And there's this. There's my whatnot, my Patreon, this is my eBay account. Oh, here. Right here. Yeah, I know. Under channel details, you click that, and there's the email right there. I know it used to say for business purposes only. I don't give a flying hoot about that. Go ahead, email me if you have any questions, and we'll talk about it. Again, here's my Whatnot invite link. If you don't have a Whatnot account, you click this. You get a chance to get between $10 and $200 randomly generated for new signups. Here's my eBay link. I don't have a whole lot on there. Here's my Patreon if you want to become a Patreon. On my eBay, I mean, literally, this is all I have, I think, right now. I don't have a whole lot on here. I got a beautiful pocket watch that's completely restored. I got a whole bunch of Canadian coins. I got some of these collectible Star Wars foils. That's it for right now. I will be putting some more stuff up on there shortly. It's just, right now I don't have it done. So, if you have any questions though, like I say, don't hesitate to reach out. If you have coins you want me to look at, I am happy to. Any information I give you, obviously, is not, I'm not giving out, financial advice or anything like that. So, not liable for any of that. Otherwise, if there's nothing else for me tonight, I'm going to shut down this stream and do some coin hunting on my own here, because I'm a lot faster if I'm not having to talk to everybody. Damn it. Damn it, what? You want me to keep streaming? Oh, well. Once those rolls come, we'll definitely be streaming that. Let me take a quick look and see if I can figure out when they're coming. Let's see here. Track. I know he shipped them. It says pre-shipment still for the 15th. It says they'll be here Tuesday the 21st. Oh, financial advice, yeah. Tuesday the 21st. I'm hoping they're here before that. I really hope they're here before that. There's a bunch of other stuff that I'm waiting on too. There's a really cool book, Lincoln book, that I'm waiting on. Um, I bought an 1830 capped bust dime the other day that I'm waiting on to show up. What else did I get? I bought a bunch of Indian head pennies. I also bought another roll, like I say, of dateless buffalo nickels. So we can do another buffalo nickel um, magic show, because that's fun. Is that it? I mean, that's it on here. Yeah, I know. I hope they get here before Tuesday, too. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, what the hell's all this? Of course. Looks like they changed their site again. Great. I bought, let's see. Where are we? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, here we go. Not that. Is this it? No. Okay. This is watches. I bought a bunch of watches, yes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 silver whatever coming. Those should be here. Come on. Show me the money. It doesn't really say when they're going to be here. They're in transit, is what it says. I don't know. Probably Tuesday would be my guess also. What's this? I don't even remember what I ordered here. No idea. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff coming. There's some fractional stuff that's coming. More fractional. More silver. More silver. More more silver. I got a lot of silver coming. I did not send in the Morgan for grading it. I showed it just a little bit ago, though, Gene. Actually, I showed off both of my Morgans. I pretty much showed off everything that was in my collection. Not everything, but most of it, yes. What I haven't figured out yet is how I'm going to do an auction on here yet. That would be something, if you guys have ideas of how I could do the auctions on eBay, or on eBay, on YouTube, you know, hit me up on that, on the website, or on the email there. Hit me up on that email, the templecraze2@gmail.com. You know, and give me some ideas, because I would love to do live auctions on here. I think that'd be great. I have the technology now. I have 2 different DSLR cameras, digital cameras. One is my wife's Nikon D3200, and the other one's a Fujifilm's Fine Pick something or another. The Fine Picks doesn't connect directly with software to my computer. I have a capture card coming for my computer so that I can use that. The Fuji or the Nikon has software available that I can connect it straight through via USB right into my computer and use it. So we'll have much better picture coming up once I get that done. Anyway, if there's nothing else, I am gonna hunt some things on my own. Oh, I'm also ordering a bunch of flips. I haven't done it yet. I am going to be ordering a whole bunch of different sized flips to come in. I like BCW, obviously, you guys know that, but I found a different company. It's a Chinese company, but I like their flips better. They're a little bit thinner, so they're easier to staple, and well, they're these flips right here. I mean, you can't hardly tell there's any kind of material right there on above the coin. Oh, you can't see that because I turned that thing off. Hold on, let me get that so you can see. Open device. Yep, 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 yep. There. Now you should be able to see. There we go. Maybe once it loads. There we go. This is the flips that I've got. They're a little bit thinner. You know, they're I don't know. I really like them a lot. Yes, they're coming from China, but I really like these flips a lot. And the price is right on them too. You know, the shipping's killer, but the price is right. So, also I'm showing off a few. These are a bunch of AU beautiful pennies that I have. This one's cool. This is a die rotation. It's an AU 78 Denver. If we flip it straight up, straight down, and straight over, it's not much. It's just a tiny bit off, maybe 5%, but there you go. There's a die rotation. Nope, didn't sell the non-plated penny. Still got it. No, it's not through Temu. It's going straight to the manufacturer. Straight through Alibaba. Alibaba, baba, baba. I've done stuff through Alibaba before, so. Here's a really nice 74 Denver. Does that have... Anybody else seeing that B? Let's do our thing here. Let's bring that down. I want to see that closer. I don't know what the heck is going on there. Okay, it's damaged. I was like looking at it. I'm like, oh, that looks from the distance. It looked like it was doubled, you know. But no, it looks like there was a hit that happened because it's the E has it too. Like a hit happened right there. Oh man, had my blood up a little bit. Oh, that was the other thing. This one here. Look what's right there. What's right there? What did I say that's called? Besides a die chip. There's another one right over there. Besides the die chip, that's called Snow on the Roof. This penny's really cool. This 74. It's got some really good stuff going on with it. So, Apostle Island. Now I'm back to hunting. What the heck? We kept talking, so I figured I better hunt. Better do something. Do we have any extra trees? Extra trees, extra trees, extra trees. I don't see any extra trees. 89 Philadelphia. Snow on roof. Yeah, you got it. 06. Snow on roof. Yeah. We like snow on roof. That one will be available at my next auction. I'm going to run it for probably $5 on that penny. So if anybody's interested, it's got 2 die chips on it, and it's a BU 1974 Denver. So it's actually a pretty nice little penny. Be a good keeper, put it away, save it for, down the road. Save it for the kids, kind of a thing. I mean, just being a 74 Denver in that shape is worth, a few bucks already. And then you add the die chips into it. Hey, Austin, what's going on? I was going to wrap up, and then I decided, you know what? I'm just sitting here babbling, so I thought, well, hell with it. Let's keep hunting. Let's keep seeing if we can find anything. When's my next whatnot? Now that's a question and a half. That's a loaded question. Technically speaking, my next whatnot is Wednesday. I usually do a Wednesday show every Wednesday, and I think I'm going to do it anyway because it's kind of a hallmark for me. Every Wednesday, 5:30, 5, something like that. What? It's Wheat Penny Wednesday anyway. Every Wednesday. And I was going to cancel the Wheat Penny Wednesday because I'm doing a show for Black Friday. And the Black Friday show is, I got to have a lot of stuff for it, I mean, it's a Black Friday show, right? But I don't think I can cancel my Wheat Penny Wednesday show. It's a hallmark. It's something that I've been doing since pretty much I started Whatnot. Yeah, hopefully. I did a episode or a video last night for YouTube, and I hunted a roll. I'll show you. I have the roll in front of me. I put it into a tube here. Come on. I hunted this roll, 71 Denvers. I hunted the whole roll. Didn't find too much of interest in it, but I complained a lot during it. I yelled, bitched, pissed, moaned about trying to teach numismatics to people and them not getting it. And so I've decided not to put it up. I mean, I did the whole video. I rendered the whole thing. I was ready to release it, and I thought, no, I'm not going to release this because you could tell I was in a bad mood because I started really getting loud, I would say. Like when I was rendering it or when I was editing it, I had to bring the volume down of my voice quite a bit. And it's just because it just and then I went and watched uh-huh. And then I went and watched Blue Ridge Silverhound and him yelling and about the well, a couple things about the the Morgan Peace Dollar thing, and then about the fancy serial numbers on currency, because he gets a lot. He always talks about the fancy serial numbers on currency, and people, talk to him and say that's just stupid, whatever. It's not worth it, and all this other stuff. And then he was showing like how fancy serial numbers on currency are worth big monies. Like if you get, say, a real low one, like I don't know, get a 0.0000001. Actually, anything under about 10,000, you're doing good. Yeah. So, Gene, are you pissed off about him, like Blue Ridges? And I think I would be too. When the Mint said that they were only gonna do for the 1 year, and now they've decided that they're doing them. Um, Now that they decided they're doing them every year. I know there's a lot of people that are mad about that. I didn't order any because, didn't care. For one, I'm not a huge Morgan fan anyway. I have a few. I respect what they are, everything like that. But I mean, obviously, I'm a penny guy. I love my pennies. And beyond pennies, I would say we have, the um, beyond pennies would be the uh, Civil War stuff, like the hard times tokens and just the Civil War tokens in general. And then next would be the commemoratives, especially the old commemoratives. I mean, that would be kind of my stuff that I'd go to, like this thing here. Um, this is a very, very, very cool hard times Civil War token. Um, I offered this thing for sale at my last Whatnot auction. I said, right now, I will take $50, not 1 cent less for it. And nobody bid on it. And I told him, I said, well, I'm going to look this thing up and see what it's actually worth. And if I find out that it's worth more than 50, well, you guys all just lost out. Well, I looked it up, and one worse shape than this recently sold for almost $80. So, there you have it. You know, sometimes you snooze, you lose, right? Oh, I've always liked this one. The volcano. Volcano? Volcano? Maybe? Yeah, not a volcano. Wow. You would think I'm getting tired. I don't know, I took a nap. And then I installed a new TV for my wife. That was great. Can I sell rolls on this platform? Yeah. Do I have rolls available right now? No. I just had my big Wheat Penny Wednesday show last Wednesday here, and holy hell did they go fast. I mean, I sell them at a good price. That's the thing. You go on eBay and you look up, I don't think you can buy a roll of Wheat Pennies for less than about $7, $8. And I sell mine for like starting at $5 on the auction. You know? So that's probably why mine go so fast. And they're good. I mean, you know, What's my average per roll? I think I probably get about $7 per roll, average. But I'm not looking to make a ton on them. But, I mean, they're good rolls. I mean, they're not. You're not going to find any Indian heads in there. I can tell you that right now because I do pull all the Indian heads. You may find 1909s though. I don't pull. I mean, I pull out some of the 1909 VDBs sometimes, but not always, depending upon the shape they're in. You may find some semi keys in there. I mean, there was a 1913 that I showed in one of my shows, and yeah, it was a 1913 that I had in one of my shows though that had a big die crack in it, and I threw that into a roll, and then I got a message because I sold it on Whatnot, and I got a message from the person that bought it and said they found that 13 as they were watching the video. I thought that was pretty cool. I also like the coloring of this quarter that it's got now. It's that dull gunmetal-y color going. I don't know, really cool. Sorry, I'm not really talking about the coins now. I'm just hunting. This is the kind of where I get in and just sit down and just start flipping through, taking the quick gander at the things that I know I'm looking for. Ooh, Kansas. Kansas I will talk about. The Kansas State quarter I will talk about. All right. I like the Kansas State quarter. I like Buffalo. They're cool. The thing I'm always looking for is right here in the motto. There was a the T on some of the quarters had grease in it, so you'd actually get the motto say instead of "God we trust," it would say "In God we rust." That's a really cool quarter to find. So it's always one that I'm always got my eyes open for. The "In God we rust" quarter. There's the back of the Hawaii one. Do we have the extra island? No. There's so the islands here. There's a die chip that happens right in the middle, kind of here. It's the extra island is what they call it. Because we're just growing islands apparently. Oh, there we go. A ring of death on that dime. That's great. Good thing it's not a special one of any type. Coin rollers, they really do destroy stuff. So for those that didn't read the title or what we're doing here, this is a big old pile of change that my parents brought over because I said I need some change to coin roll hunt because I can't seem to get circulated stuff at my bank, especially the nickels that I need. And so my parents brought over, it's like a 1 quart jar basically that was full to the absolute brim with pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. So that's what we're hunting. Because they don't look through them to see what they got. My dad says, you're not going to find anything. And he may be right. Maybe we won't. But then again, maybe we will. The Great Salt Dunes. '83, pretty shit shape. '77, same thing. Yeah. Yeah, I've been pumping out a lot of gaming videos. I'm really, 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 really having fun playing that Storage Hustle. I really enjoy that game a lot. I do like the pumping simulator, don't get me wrong. But Storage Hustle for me, that game, I don't know what it is, but I really enjoy that game. Yes, if you didn't know, I do have a gaming channel too, where I do some gaming because I play. I figure I play video games. There's no reason I can't record them anyway, right? So I do have a gaming channel. It's Tempo Crazed Gaming. Um, if you want to check it out, you're more than welcome to. It's PC gaming. I was playing it on my laptop, which is in my basement here, but the games, like the one game, started getting too much stuff moving around and whatever on it, so I couldn't. My computer couldn't keep up no more, so I had to switch and go upstairs to my main gaming computer, and it does just fine. Wonder who's all in here now. It's only 2 people. I'm assuming Ray is still. And who's the other? Oh, we're up to 3 again. I mean, we've had 22 views. I've had one of these too where I found snow on the roof. I mean, they're all circulated, not uncirculated? I mean, yeah, I'd be willing to do that. That's no problem. Um, yeah, just hit me up in the email and we'll figure out, how to get them shipped to me and stuff. Obviously, I'll pay for the shipping and all that. Because, yeah, I definitely need. I mean, I don't really hunt dimes, but I can. Um, but I really, really need the nickels. I really need the nickels if we're ever going to finish that nickel book. And I need them to all be circulated so that I can get the right years that we're looking for. And my bank likes to give me uncirculated. I think, what was the last ones that I got here? I have a couple rolls I just kept out of there. Um, Here they are. What is this? Um, there you go. 2022 Denver. Uncirculated. And I think that's what the other one might be too. I kept 2 of them just because. I mean, there's still, uncirculated rolls, right? 2023 Denver. And you can see they're damaged on the ends, but they are. Yeah, here. There you go. There we go. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to look at it until after my stream. But yeah, that's fine. Wow, that's got a really deep rim. Really deep. And look at that thing. Damn. That was struck with a lot of pressure. Probably one of the test ones. When they're first starting up the machine, they can adjust that pressure and everything. And it's probably one of their test ones that they ran through. That's the one thing about some of these coins too, is there's so much stuff going on. Like on the reverse of the with the eagle, there's so much stuff going on trying to look at all the little things that I'm looking for, like die cracks, doubling, all that stuff. It sometimes can be kind of daunting. 95 Denver. That's in really nice shape. We still got most of the breast feathers. That's the first thing usually to wear off. That's in really nice shape, actually. Huh. Cool. Well, anyway, I probably don't need any more clad quarters in my collection. I have a few really nice ones like this. Because this one is in impeccable shape, really, this 97. Huh. Alright, we got an oath. We got a 231, 223, 222023. Looking. Nope. And now I'm just digging out the quarters anyway and just hunting them because they're quick and easy for me. Hey Ray, what happened to me ending this stream? I thought I was ending this stream. What the heck happened to that? People kept coming in, huh? Alright, here's another Kansas. Nope, we don't have the In God We Trust. Darn. Or In God We Rust. Darn. I do have some really nice uncirculated little rolls here of uncirculated quarters, state quarters. I have a few different rolls here. Of course, this is the Iowa one. We have the Rhode Island here. Again, uncirculated. We have the New Hampshire. Uncirculated. Completely sealed. Pennsylvania. Again. And uncirculated New Jersey. Little rolls. These were Danbury mint, but they're completely sealed. $3 with a quarters in each. I have them for, I want $5 a piece for them. I think that's fair. And yeah, my rolls, if you don't want to do the whatnot thing, we can probably sell through here. We'd be $5 a piece still on them. But, there'd be the, we'd be $5 a piece on them still, but I'm going to set this off to the side for now. Because there are a bunch of errors that can happen on that. But we'd have to make sure that, the shipping's taken care of, obviously, too. I just shipped something out, Ground Advantage, I think it was, the other day. It was like $4.50 or something. And I can get quite a bit in for that. Otherwise, we can go with, I think, $11 or something like that. And we can do priority box. Which, Ray, just so you know, Ray, your last purchases came from me, or from me on Whatnot, are coming in a priority box. So, You hit high enough to hit priority mail. There we go. 09 penny. So this is going to be the birthplace, childhood home of Lincoln. So there's 4 different 09s, obviously, if you don't know. And they consider them the bicentennial centennial. So it's the 100-year centennial of the Lincoln penny, the 1909 to 2009. And then it's the bicentennial of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. Kind of works out cool that way. And then it was after that that they changed to the pennies that I hate. You know, these ones. Wow, look at that. That's a 2002. That's a 21-year-old coin. Look at how nice that thing is. You know, when I see coins like this coming through, I think this is over 20 years old. I think, what do you suppose the chances are that this was in somebody's coin collection? You know, maybe there was a grandma, grandpa, they were collecting the state quarters. Um, yeah, my bros usually have plenty of teens, 20s, and 30s. And if you really want, you can always come into my Whatnot show, and I always have plenty of teens, 20s, and 30s that I offer up on the auction that start at $1. Anyway, this just looks like to me like it was in somebody's book, their album, their state quarter album, and probably got dropped off at a bank after somebody passed away or whatever, and got circulated through, because this thing is way too nice to have seen 20 years of circulation. You know? Way too nice. I mean, we get brand new quarters that look worse than that, right? Oh, look, a ring of death. That's a hell of a big ring of death on that thing. You know, my luck, it would have a freaking big old die chip somewhere, too. And be worth nothing. Well, it'd be worth something, but not as much as it could be without the ring of death. Virginia. Blue Ridge Parkway. Yeah, I just went through a bunch of my pennies here the other night, just so you know, Austin. So like, there's a 10, 11, 13. Actually, the 13 is not in bad shape at all. Here's a 16, Denver. There's a 16 in very fine condition. There's a 17, San Francisco. 1919 Woody. 1919 San Francisco, really nice one. Really nice. 1919 San Francisco. Usually you don't get ones quite that nice. 1920 Denver. Here's a 1920 Denver Woody. Here we go. Here's a good one. 1921S. It's tough to see, but it is a 21S. Only 15.2 million. Here's a 1924. Now it's not the D, but there was only 75 million of the 24s. Here's a 25D. Here's a 28D. Here's a 30S, only 24.2 million. 30D. Let's see what else we got here. Here we go. We got a semi-key. You ready? 1932. 9 million. And that 32 is really nice. Only 9 million minted. Semi-key date. Still got some wheat lines even. I'm going to be asking about probably a starting bid of around $8 to $10 just on this one coin. And to go with that, we have the 32 Denver, which is only 10.5 million. Also in pretty good shape. We still got wheat lines. Okay. And to go with that one, we got 33, 14.3 million. This one's a little bit rough, but still a lot harder date to get. We got the 34 Denver, 35 San Francisco, the 35, where's it, Denver, 36 San Francisco, 36 Denver, 37s, all of them, all the 38s. Nope. I've been pretty lucky. I know one of my friends has come across a few. We also have a 1893 Indian head, a 1909 Indian head, a 1909 Victor David Brenner, sorry, VDB. And this thing is in freaking phenomenal shape. Look at the wheat lines on that. Look at the wheat lines. Look at the details. I mean, this thing is in amazing shape. Yeah, so this thing I would say we should be, I mean, honestly, we should be looking at 20 bucks on this thing. And that's a 100% honest opinion on that. We should be at 20 bucks on that coin. Will I get it? We'll see. I may just run it at 15 or 20 bucks and go, because I don't really feel like taking a beating on it. Not in the shape it's in. I mean, it's not as nice as the other one that I have. The other one that I've shown off 100 times. Yeah, thanks, Otis. Welcome in. I have another one. I'll show it off again because I like showing it off. It's an 09 Philadelphia VDB. Let's see if I can find it again. I kind of screwed up all my coins as I was going through them here a little bit ago. Here's the one that Gene was talking about earlier. The one that's missing something quite important for an 83 Denver penny. as you can probably tell. There should be that coppery looking stuff on there, but there seems to be none. So I have looked this up, and there is precedence of the 83 Denver having no copper layer, and they sell between $800 and $1,200. It was funny because when I was coin roll hunting, I found that, and I had it under the scope. I saw it, and I went, "Oh, some kids experiment," because I thought it was plated. Because I have had plated coins in the past, like gold plated, silver plated, things like that. So I was like, "Oh, it's a plated coin," and I just set it off to the side. Nice. But I just set it off to the side, and then it got mixed in with my steel pennies, and I was going through them looking for like, well, Parker's pennies on whatnot. John Parker just found a D over D over D, triple D RPM, and I mean they don't even have precedence for that one in PCGS. They only have the D over D, and so the D over D is like 400 and some dollars. We figure this triple D here, nice. This triple D here is probably worth over $1,000. So I was going through mine looking for that, or for a S over D or whatever, the different ones there are, S over S, things like that. And I find this freaking 84 or 83 Denver, and I'm looking at it under the scope closer, and I went, wait a second, that doesn't have any damn uh, copper on it. Okay, so here's my really nice 1909 VDB Philadelphia. If I can get it at just the right angle here, you should be able to start seeing the toning coming through. And if we flip it over, again, should be able to see the toning there. Yeah, there we go. So that's my 1909 VDB. And then the other one I was showing off earlier too that's really nice. I know it's a 55 San Francisco, but look at how nice this looks first of all on the obverse. That is a gorgeous obverse. But then you look at this reverse, I don't even have to flick that around and you can see the toning going on that. I don't even have to move that thing and you can already see the toning. This this right here, yeah, I hadn't either. I had to go look it up, Otis. I literally had to go look it up. I know a lot about pennies. I know a lot about pennies. Way more than any person should ever know about pennies. Going all the way back to the original, large cent and all that, even back to the flowing hair and stuff. I know way too much about pennies. And I had to go look that one up because I was like, wait, something's not right here. So, but this right here, this is another reason that I love numismatics. I mean, this thing, I can literally sit here and just stare at this thing I have sat here and stared at this thing forever. Just staring at it. It's so pretty to me anyway, I think. Um, the other thing that I like to collect is, yeah, right, is these. I like I like commemoratives. Now this here, the thing that's good with this here, and I think this one might have been cleaned because of the way the scratches are on it, but that doesn't bother me. I bought it as an uncirculated, but I think it's been cleaned. Um, but the reason I bought it is the Columbian Exposition, which was the World Fair, Chicago World Fair. Uh, this one here is the 1892 version. There's a lot less of these. They only minted about 400,000, I think it was, and they melted down about half of those to remint the 1893 version of it. Um, so this is America's. Okay, this is America's first commemorative coin right here. Now, in 1893, we got the um, this one here. This one's actually not in the greatest shape. You can see the ribs are messed up there and stuff. But 1893, we have this, and then we have the Isabella on the Columbian Expedition ones. So the 1892 is the one that I personally like, but it's actually worth less than the 1893. This is my nicer 1893. I've had a lot of these over the years, so I only have 3 now. I've got rid of most of them. I also collect Civil War tokens. I have some 2-cent pieces. I have the 1858 large letter low leaf FS 901. There's not a whole lot of these known to exist, and this thing is in really nice shape. I mean, look at all the feathers and stuff still there for this flying eagle. The low letter or the low leaf points to the fact that this here on the reverse, you see where the little tips of this leaf is here, right here and here? Well, on the large letter, they should be up about halfway up the letters on each side. But on this one, they're way, way down below the letters. And so this is the reverse, actually, of the small letter, not the large letter, which this is the large letter because A and M are actually touching. So that gives us the FS 901. There's only about 23 of these known to exist that have been graded. And there's no prices out there that I can find. I have looked high and low for auction prices, and I cannot find a single auction price, so that tells me nobody's ever sold theirs. So what's the value? I mean, the coin by itself, the shape that it's in, is probably valued at a couple $100. But being it's the FS 901, and the dude that I bought it from had no clue, and they were supposedly a coin shop. But I suppose a lot of coin shops don't care about those either. But anyway, what's the value? I don't know. It could be 300, 400, 5, 6, 8, 10. I don't know. Could be 2,000 or 3,000 for all I know, right? Then we got this. Look at this 1927 here. Look at the shape this thing's in. Oh, cool. So star notes. Yeah, so for those that don't know about a star note, what it is they take the serial number is the same as the serial number that it replaces. So a bill gets screwed up when they're printing it, and they take and put a star on the next one that they print with that same serial number to indicate that it's a reused serial number and the other one has been destroyed. That's how the U.S. Mint keeps track of their bills and everything, instead of just destroying it and getting rid of that serial number altogether. So anyway, this 27, and it's going to be tough to show you, but it is also really toned. Maybe the reverse will be easier. This is a 27 Denver, and look at the wheat lines. This thing's getting up there too. And it is beautiful. I really like wheat pennies, if you couldn't tell. Oh, I should pull out the 41 Denver, I suppose. I suppose I could pull out the 41 Denver um, Mercury dime. Everybody knows what the Mercury dime is, right? Well, here's one of mine. 41 Denver. I don't even need to move that around for you to see that toning. Uh, hmm. It depends who you find that wants them. Some people will pay extra. I wouldn't pay extra unless there's some good, good, unless there's some good numbers in there. You know, a bunch of like repeaters, things like that. All sevens or multiple sevens in a serial number are always worth really good to the Asian people because it's a lucky number for them. Um, so to me, I don't pay anything extra for a strap of consecutives. Um, but some people do. I had $2 bills that had five consecutives in them, and so $10 worth of bills, and they were newer. They were like, I think they were the 2017 series, and I think I sold them for $22. It just depends on the collector who what they want. I mean, I don't really do a lot of currency, as you've probably seen from my streams. I don't do a ton of currency stuff. Yeah. And again, like I say, I don't do a ton of currency stuff. I know a lot more about coinage than I do currency. So, um, again, for those that weren't here at the beginning of my stream, when you see something that you're not sure about, like here, this really looks like it's doubled Monticello. You kind of got to move it around to make sure that you're seeing what you're seeing, you know? And I am seeing what I'm seeing. Now, it's not a double die. Sorry. What are you sorry for, Otis? This looks like a machine doubled anyway, is what I was going to say. What are you sorry for, Otis? You didn't say anything. I just don't do a lot of. If you're helping out in the comments with, helping somebody with currency, I just don't do a lot of currency. No, that's fine. I just don't do a lot. You can bring up currency all you want. I don't do a ton of it, okay? I've had Confederate notes. I don't know a lot about them, but I've had them. I've had I mean, there is a couple pieces of currency that I'm looking for right now and that I want to buy. I just don't want to spend a ton of money on them, all right? I want a Black Eagle. They're expensive as hell. I want one, though, okay? I think they're cool. A very cool note is the whole thing with me. I don't really care about the fact the Black Eagle note or whatever. I just think it's a really cool note. Horse blankets, same thing. They're really cool. Just the size of them, right? Um, so yeah, no, don't apologize for that. That's no, no, no. I'm pretty easygoing, Otis. You'll find that really quick, especially with people that love their numismatics, or that I can teach numismatics to. My buddy Ray that's in here, he buys a lot from me on Whatnot. But he's a silver stacker, or was just a silver stacker. I should say was a silver stacker. I mean, he still stacks silver, but I've been working on him here now for a while and stuff, and we got him up to now he's understanding a little bit more about the value of numismatics. I mean, heck, I got him to go buy he bought a V nickel book and a Buffalo nickel book, and he's got a wheat penny book. So to go from a silver stacker to numismatics, hey, I'm tickled pink about that, you know? Tickled to death. This one right here, the Louisiana Purchase, is the one nickel that I really don't like. I don't know. I don't mind the ocean view too much. Yeah, I don't mind the ocean view too much. I love the '05 Buffalo. Love this one too. I live in North Dakota. For those that didn't know, I'm in North Dakota. But my wife and I have spent a ton of time. You want to learn more? Well, you're at the right place if you want to learn about numismatics, buddy. Numismatics, the study of numis, coins, literally. That's what we do. We study coins. For instance, let's take one here. For instance, I got a great one right now on my desk. Let me get it out. I want to be careful when I get it out because I don't want to touch it too much, just on the rim. But here we have a 1963 proof Benjamin Franklin $50. So, also stacked, that's fine. But this is a proof $50 anyway. Alright, so silver wise, 10. Well, depends upon where you go. I pay, as a dealer, I only pay $18 or 18 times face. Gotta watch out for this guy Tempo. Yeah, he's a character, right? So I pay for this thing, normally would pay about $9 and sell for like around $12 if we're talking silver stacking price. All right, now this is a 1963 proof Benjamin Franklin. I should dip it so that I can get rid of some of this crap on it, and then it would really shine a lot better. Not a Bugs Bunny. I don't see the die chips. But, alright, so we got that established. Let's see here. Let's pull this up. Hopefully PCGS comes back. I use PCGS, even though a lot of people don't like them. I use them because I like their guide. Their price guide, to me, is way better, way easier to navigate for everybody than what NGC's is. Oh, hopefully PCGS is back up. Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to go here. We're in here. We're going to go proof. And then we're going to scroll down here to the 63 right here. Alright. Now, we don't have a cam or a decam. It's just a proof. Alright. I personally think, especially if I would dip this to get the crap off of it, I personally think this is going to hit a proof 69. Alright. Well, let's go over here. Proof 69. Well, the last one that sold at auction right here. August of 2023, it was an NGC one. $228. Yeah, that's a big difference. That's a really big difference between stacking prices. Also, check this site out if you haven't, varietyvista.com. Great site for looking up double dyes and RPMs and stuff. But that is one huge, huge difference, um, price wise, between 11, 12 to $12 or whatever, and $200. I think I offered this thing up for like 25 bucks or something like that, and didn't even get a wink on it. Also, if you guys want to see some bullion, I do have some of that laying around here. I just showed it earlier to Craven. He really liked it, but it's not. It's a premium bullion, premium. So this is Queen Elizabeth, Australia, $1, reverse proof coin, and then it's from Perth Mint, koala on the back, 2023 1 ounce, 4.9 fine silver. So instead of 99.9% pure, this is the 99.99%. So even less contaminants in the silver. I paid 40. Yeah, I paid over $40 for this, like 45 bucks I think it was, 42 or 45, something like that. Because to me, it's not just silver. It's numismatic silver. Numismatic silver is different than just silver. Silver's silver. I can get junk rounds like this, that aren't backed by a government, just regular everyday rounds that aren't backed by an actual government, and I can get them and sell them for 20 some odd dollars, 23, 24, 25 bucks, whatever it is. But when you have silver that's backed by a government like this is, the Australian government backs this thing. That's a numismatic thing. And then we're talking more money. That's what we try to teach as numisticists. And trust me, I'm still learning. Don't get me wrong, I'm still learning. I have been studying this for a long time. Libertards? I think so. I think all government-backed silver is better. I have one coming in, one of those New Zealand ones. I don't even remember what they're called. The Nui Noi, whatever the hell, however you pronounce that. The ones that are like 50 bucks usually. That I got off of. Nobody bid on the thing. It was they started the bidding at $1 on it on the site I was on, and it got up to about 20. I think it got to $25, and I was like, "What the hell? These are like $50 rounds." So I bid, and I picked it up for 27. It's a $50 round. In fact, here let's go to my let's go to my favorite right now. One of my favorite silver shops right here. Let's go check them out. This guy right here, Ray Boss. I actually know the guy. I call him all the time. There's his phone number right there in Midland, Texas. He'll ship right to you. Okay? Prices change. He goes off of like what the current spot price is plus whatever. He's got lots of stacking silver. We got the junk silver right here. All right. So, he's at 19 times face. You can see it. $1.90 for a dime, that's 19 times face. That's a lot cheaper than some places. I've been to some places that charge 22 times face. All right? So 19 times face, that's not bad. Not bad at all. I have copper rounds. I have over 30 of them. They're for sale. They came from Ray, actually. Here's his silver dollars, Morgans and stuff. He has fractional silver. You know, for our 500 giveaway, this is what I gave away when I hit 500 subs. I gave away one of these half half ounce rounds like this, identical to this, in fact, because I got it from him. We got those just regular round silver rounds here. Silver plus $2. Or spot plus 2, right? You know, these aren't premium or anything, but that one's really neat. These are really cool looking, a lot of these, you know? But here we get into some more premium rounds. This guy's got some of the best prices, I think. SD Bullion's up there too. But, you know, these are Integral Mint rounds, which is a very good mint. I helped him build the website. We're still working on it, as you could probably tell. Here's some of those colorized coins. A lot of people like these. I don't know. They're fine, I guess. These are a huge hit. I'm sure you do, Ray. These are a huge hit, but man, are they expensive. I mean, look at this. An 1/8 ounce 2x2 block. $6 for an 1/8 ounce of silver. But these are really popular. Really popular, these building blocks. I actually did a video on them. And then we got silver bars, you know. These are cool too, the silver card, 1 troy ounce. Like, it's the size of a credit card. They're really cool. So, this is one of the guys I go through. I recommend him 100%. If you're looking for coins, the thing is too, is with Ray here, is that his shop, he's now, the reason I'm helping him with his website is because of he's moving into a shop with another guy. This guy, Preacher Bill's Coins in Midland, Texas, and this guy. So Bill's Ray's gonna take care of all the bullion and stuff. This guy, though, you know, it says that he has silver and stuff, but Ray's gonna take care of that from now on. But he also has like jewelry, and here's some of your gold and silver coins and other numismatics. All right, see you later. He also does this. So these are two people that I really recommend. Preacher Bill's Coins and Ray's Silver. Two people I really, really highly recommend. So raysilver.com or preacherbillscoins.com. Anyway, I also use Kazoo Bullion too sometimes when they have some good deals. SD Bullion sometimes has some good deals. Stay away from AppMex for the most part. I mean, once in a while you can get something really good off of there, but for the most part, AppMex is just stupid overpriced. Unless you have a dealer account, and then even then it's not the, like, I don't know. I have friends that have the dealer account, and even then it's not always the greatest pricing. So if you order enough, it's not bad. But you know, I can't go and order $20,000 in silver at a drop of a hat either, right? I don't know many people that can. If you can, great. Send me some money. Oh God. I ran out of water, so this ooh, a 2023. Oh, too bad it wasn't Philadelphia. We'd have to be looking for that extra V. I found a half a pill. Should ask my parents which one of them dropped a half a pill in their change. This change is all came from my parents' house. It's about 6 months worth of change. Don't know that I'll find anything, but they brought it over. Came in about a 1 quart jar, so I figured, what the hell, I might as well hunt it, right? Right. Kind of been bored lately, needing something. You have rolls. See, that sucks for me. I don't like you anymore, Otis. I live in an area in North Dakota here. I can't get 2023 Philadelphia stuff. Or any Philadelphia. I get all no W quarters, not yet. I get all Denver mint stuff. Want one? Yeah. I've hunted a few of them. I've paid stupid money. Ooh, hey, oh, hey, everybody, hold the presses, stop everything, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. We just found a treasure in here. Holy cow, can't believe it. My parents said that I wouldn't find anything. We found a treasure. That's how it was sitting, and I saw it. Hell yeah. It's a 58 Denver, so it's not a rare coin by any means, but it's not in bad shape either for being in circulation. Right? It's not a bad looking coin for being in circulation. I mean, oh, wow. I have been looking at bags of silver, though. I have to wait till after my Black Friday event. Um, I hope to make some decent money on my Black Friday event, and then I'm kind of looking at a couple different places I've looked at, including Kazoo, sell bags of silver. I really want to get a mixed bag that it would have like, um, what's my email address? Oh, here. I'll drop it down again. Um, that would have like dimes and quarters and maybe halves in it or something. And you can get them. I mean, it's not that you can't get them, but they're a little bit more when they're mixed like that, I guess. I don't know why. Wow. Look at that. Holy hell. Look at that 96 Denver. My goodness. I mean, look at that. We got full breast feathers. We got full um arrows. I mean, that thing is just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And we still have mint luster. Look at that. You can see the reflection on my finger. We still have mint luster. This is a 96, folks. This is what gets me excited. A 96. Ugh. You know? Stuff like that really gets me excited. That is nice. Technically speaking, this is a gradable coin. Okay? In fact, this is going to come out of there. It's going to get put on my computer. Off to the side, I'll have to replace it. Because I'm sure my dad will watch and be like, hey, You owe me a quarter. Um, and it's gonna go off when I do my annex grading. It's gonna go off to annex for grading. Ellis Island. So, I mean, that's just way too nice to throw back into circulation. Okay. I mean, this thing is not as nice. Look at this. This is a 96 Philly. Look at that. No breast feathers left. The um, arrows are all smashed down. Nowhere near the detail. First in flight. Yes, I am pulling out quarters and just going through quarters. They're easier right now. 92 Denver. Only time I swear that we get Philadelphia stuff is when people are driving through and using it, you know? I mean, we're closer to Denver than Philly, so makes sense. Ooh, we got Lowell. It's a nice reverse for Lowell. Let me get in close here. Looking for doubling on the loom. Don't see any. Looking for the die chips in the background. No, I don't see any. I do have some that are like that though. I have a few. I have a few quarters that are nicer laying around. Clad. Some people I know hate clad. Hey, there's a Marsh Billings. Too bad it's just a Denver, huh? Same with Tall Prairie. Just a Denver. I do like the butterfly though. It's a flutterby. I like the flutterby. There's another state quarter in really good shape. You remember the last one, Ray? I have it. I set it off to the side because I said I think that this is a coin dump, or was a coin dump where somebody went through and dumped a whole bunch of state quarters. And here's a 2004 Michigan, and of course here's the other one that we were looking at earlier, the 2002 Louisiana. Heck, I could start putting together a damn state quarter book of my own with these kind of quarters, and they'd all be really nice, like high-end ones. Bombay Hook. Shenandoah. Oh, ouch. That 68's seen better days. Surprised it hasn't been pulled out of circulation yet. Alright, 2022, I don't see any of those marks. Nope. Oh, we were up to 8 people. We're down to 4. And I'm one, well, maybe I'm not one of them anymore, because I do like the reverse of the Ohio one, that bird, all the feather detail and stuff, especially when you get this in a BU. The feather detail goes all the way up. Very nice. I have some really nice ones. Hey, look at what we just found. It's an off-center even. Holy cow. Not big off-center. Not big. We're a couple percent off-center, though. And it's a drummer boy. It's not in great shape, but it is an off-center drummer boy. Look at that. Not gonna find anything, though, according to my dad. So there we go. We got an off-center drummer boy. Bicentennial. That's good. That's good. 84 Denver. I know, right? I have one. It's not off center, but I do have an S Mint drummer. Um, it's where is it? I have an S Mint drummer right here. It's in an airtight case right here. 40% silver. Sure got a lot of weird other coins besides pennies for a guy that collects a lot of pennies, huh? So this is probably, here is probably my oldest coin right here. Or piece of a coin anyway. It's not the full coin, it's just a piece. But this is a, that's people think my collection's massive, and it's not. It used to be. I've really pulled back a long time, or a lot. But this here is my oldest. This is Widow's Mite. It's from between 103 and 76 BC. That's the oldest coin I have. And my second oldest coin that I have is this one. Is from 14 AD. And I do need to get this thing conserved because it's looking a little rough. But this is a, I don't know, yeah, it goes this way. This is a Roman coin from 14 AD. So it's a picture of Caesar, and it was produced by Tiberius in the reign of Tiberius. So Augustus Caesar is the portrait. Sure, you say that. I'll stay out of that one. I also have this beautifully frosted 64. I hate all the little lines and stuff because it's just gorgeous frosting otherwise. Beautiful frosting on the reverse though. I love the look of that. And if I dip this thing and get rid of that, you know how nice this coin is going to look? But then I'd lose all that frosting that I personally love that look. And then we got a 64. We got a little light toning starting on it. Little Denver 64 there. Here we got a beautiful BU 61. Absolutely beautiful. And I think I have other coins in here, but then we have this. Samoa 2022. $5 1 ounce coin with, what's up, Doc? We got Bugs Bunny. Another one of those coins that I just won't sell. I also have a Taz, except I can't find my Taz. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. I can't find my Taz. I don't know what I did with Taz. So, for a while there, my collection was so massive that I was losing coins. I, like, really losing coins. I mean, like, I'd get to the point where I couldn't find coins anywhere. Like, I'd be like, oh, I got this coin. Hold on, let me try. And then it'd be hours of searching and stuff. because I didn't have a place. Now I do have an area where I do have all my coins, but before I didn't really have an area where I kept everything. It was just kind of wherever I could find a spot. Now I have my own little desk down in what used to be our family room in the basement. Now that the kids are grown up and moved out, in fact, in fact, one of those kids, well, one's already married with kids, and the other one just called the other day and said, "Hey, guess what? I'm getting married on the 23rd of December." I mean, he was engaged. I knew that. I said, "Huh? Did he knock her up?" Apparently not. He just wants to get married. He says. So the 23rd of December, yeah, we get to go to my youngest boy's wedding. That'll be awesome. Then he's no longer my problem. I said I'm going to make up a no returns receipt. Hand off to his bride. No takesies, backsies. Thank you. Do we have a spitter? We do not. There was a little line there, but it wasn't a spitting. There, look at that. God dang. Look at that reverse of that Bombay hook. Wow. That's really sharp. Like, I mean, 2015, it's almost like it hasn't hardly been in circulation. Okay, I'm going to owe my dad a few dollars here. Just in quarters that I keep taking out. Oh well, I probably have enough nickels that are uncirculated to pay him back. So tomorrow's the North Dakota annual coin show. Unfortunately, I maybe spent a little too much money on getting ready for my other show, so I'm not going to be able to go. Yeah, I moved out of my parents' house when I was 16, so I traveled the country pretty much, had a good time. Turned 18, went up to Canada for a while, drank, partied, had a good time. Because back then we didn't have to have a passport to get into Canada. Yeah, it was all before, 9/11, so before everything changed for good, forever. Go down to Mexico, just needed your driver's license, maybe a birth certificate. Yeah, no, my old man and I, we didn't get along very well, but we do now. We get along great. Him and I get along amazingly. So, like I say, he came over tonight and I've been there, yeah. Like I say, my dad came over tonight, brought this stuff over. I was putting in a new TV. He drug the old TV out to the curb for me. Somebody will come and just take it in my area. Free pile. The TV works, I mean, but about, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago it went through a fire. So like when it's been turned on for too long, you'll start seeing like the flames on the screen basically in really dark coloring. So it was just time. It was time for a new upgraded one. I'm a tech guy, but I always have trouble getting rid of my old technology. That's the problem. Like, for instance, the computer I'm using right now. I mean, it's works just fine. It's a, I don't know, I think it's 5 or 6 years old now, this laptop. It works great for this. It does not work great for gameplay anymore. I found that out the hard way. I, uh, I play video games on the computer. I mean, I grew up playing video games on the computer. I mean, when I was, um, young, well, I should say in my teens is about when, early teens, is when computers became popular, home computers and stuff. And so, my dad, my brother, myself, and my dad's friends and stuff, they all played video games and stuff. So, I grew up playing the original Command and Conquer, Need for Speed, um, Road Rash, Doom, Quake, all the original ones. So to this day, I still play a few video games. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So the computer thing for me goes back. My great uncle worked for Control Data in the cities on the team that helped design the first hard drive. So, and then they were bought out by Western Digital, which I'm sure you've all heard of. Or maybe they were bought out by Seagate and then Western Digital. But anyway, it's all the same now. So he built his own computers and he built his own TV and he built his own radio and he was a ham radio operator. So he's got an old Tandy. Is it a Tandy that he's got? I think it's an old Tandy computer. He's the guy I yelled at? Yeah, maybe. Why'd you yell at that kind of guy? You didn't like the hard drives? Yeah. Yeah, then you got to deal with people like me. I'm a computer tech by trade, so I actually I've built tons of computers. I repair computers. I um I'm putting the Ellingtons aside because I got to really get the scope in close to look at for the errors on those. So I fix computers. I build computers. I work on software. I do the networking stuff. Well, by trade I do. I haven't been doing it because cutbacks, and I lost my job back in June, and haven't been able to find another one in my area of expertise. So I've been doing the coin thing, buying, selling, and so far it's helped cover the bills. But I have a bad feeling that time is coming to an end faster than I would like. So, cool. Yeah, mine's a couple years old now. I built it while I was in school, but I continually build it, so it gets upgraded pretty much continually. It's got a 2 terabyte hard drive in it for my backup drive, a 500 gig SSD in it when I built it. But I have a brand new 2 terabyte M.2 SSD to put into it. I just been too damn lazy to do it. It's in this huge case that weighs, the case alone probably weighs 50 pounds. So plus it doesn't help that it's also water cooled. So there's a lot of weight there. So I just haven't got around to it. It's got 64 gigs of DDR4 RAM, which is way more than it needs. I'm running the Ryzen 5 3600 AMD processor. I got an RTX 3060 graphics card. And like I say, I'm trying to get to the point where I gotta get the other drive in there because now with me doing my gaming on there and stuff, I need the extra space. I almost maxed it out the other day. In fact, I brought my external X. I just brought my 2 terabyte external SSD downstairs with me to get some of the videos off of my laptop here because it's almost maxed out again. I think it's only got a 256 in it though. I'll probably take my 500 out of the other computer and put in this one. I only run Samsung SSDs. Been a while since I've seen one of these. Huh. The Dr. Sally Ride ones. Been a long time since I've seen one of these, which is weird because they're not that old. But on these, you're looking for, there was a die clash that happened with these. So you can sometimes find Washington's face back here. There's also the Ghost Comet thing that comes through over here sometimes. I think there's one other thing, I just don't remember what it is. And of course, there's always the, you might find the Drooling George, the Wart or Pimple, or the Strike Through here. All those things. Running low on quarters to look at least. Nope. We're getting down there on the quotas, but there's a ton of other stuff. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go though. I still have to go do, which sounds like a line, but I still got to go do a video for a gaming video for tomorrow for my other channel. But this was nice to get in here, talk a little bit about coinage, look at a bunch of coins. Hey, there's Denali. I have some uncirculated ones of this, the PD and S. Do we have a spinning horse? We do not. Damn it. I want a spinning horse. Florida? Yeah, anybody that wants to email me or whatever, go ahead and drop me an email. I'll get to them eventually. I try to check them daily, but I don't know. I have a lot of emails addresses now, so sometimes I forget. I have my main one that I use, then I have another one that I use for job type stuff. That's my first and last name, and then I have my gaming one. I have my this one, and then I have one that's my wife and mine together, and then I have my my computer business one too. So Too many. That's what it is. Too freaking many. Well, I mean, we're getting down there. I'll be hunting through tomorrow probably, or hunting again tomorrow. I guess the question is, do y'all want me to live stream the rest of the hunt, or not? I mean, if you do, I guess I can set up a live stream and do another live stream tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll just go through this all myself. I mean, there's 5 people in here. One of you ought to say yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, busy guy. Yeah. For somebody that's not working, I'm sure busy. That's for damn sure, ain't it? Plus, the wife just had that surgery, so although she's feeling better, I mean, she still has some pain, but she is feeling better, so looking for extra trees. Haven't seen a Missouri one yet tonight. And boy, is it's an S. Holy shit. Look at it. We did it. We just found an impaired. Oh my god, we just found an impaired proof. Holy crap. We did it. We just found it. Yes! We found an impaired proof. Look at it. It's still got mint luster. Still got it. Look at that. Holy hell. I was wondering, because I was looking at this reverse and I'm thinking, wow, that thing is in really good shape. Wow. Look at that, folks. Now that's a good thing to end on, honestly, right there. That's a good thing to end our stream on right there. We just found an S-mint. We just found a proof quarter in circulation. So between the proof quarter and the wheat penny, you know what? Those are a couple really good finds that we got tonight. All right, sounds good. Thanks, Otis. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming out tonight. If you guys all have my email and stuff. If I find anything else good while I'm hunting, I will be sure to. I don't know. Here's the thing, guys. We have this community post that we can use on YouTube, um, on the channel. If we go to the channel here, bring this up right here, community. You can click that. I mean, I'm the only one that's put anything down there, and that was the poll for the Patreon. But you guys can actually type down here too and write stuff in here, asking questions, whatever. It's public. So, there you go. So anyway, if I find anything good while I'm hunting more, I think what I'll do is I'll just take a picture and I'll drop it down on there, and we can talk about stuff in there too. It's just like it's like a chat room, like an old school chat room, really. So I am working on setting up a Temple Crazed coins and currency Facebook page. So we'll have that pretty soon. I think I might do an Instagram too, because then I can take a ton of pictures and drop them on there. Um, yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm gonna push Temple Crazed coins and currency as far as I can. I'd like to see us at 100,000. I'd really like to see us at 100,000 people. Make this community huge, a big community of people who love numismatics and bullion, I guess if we have to. I mean, come on, I am giving away bullion, right? I gave away that half ounce and some other stuff. I'm giving away a 1 ounce at 1,000. I'm gonna give away 2 ounces at 2,000. And then we're not gonna do it again until 5,000. We're gonna give away one of them 5 ounce coins. At 10,000, we'll give away a 10 ounce bar of silver. And at 100,000, well, at 100,000, it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be gold. I'm kind of thinking I like the gold Cougarand coin. So, also I'm working on my badges and my emojis so that we can. So if anybody wants to be a channel sponsor, they'll be able to. I have a bunch of different levels for that I'm working on. Starting at just a channel sponsor or whatever, supporter, I think is what I named it, a channel supporter. I think is what it was named. Let me see if I can find it. Real quick here. Membership, I think is what it is. Yeah, okay. So we have the channel supporter is what I named it. It's $3.99 a month. The channel helper is $9.99. The channel supervisor is $24.99. A channel hero is $49.99, and the superhero is $99.99. So $100 a month. So it's a big range for people if they, want to support the channel. I mean, 500 people, even if we got each of them to do the $3.99 or whatever, I mean, after YouTube fees and stuff, we're still, we'd still be I'd be making decent enough money that I probably wouldn't, between this and then the whatnot and eBay, I probably wouldn't have to go find a different job. I'd probably make enough to make it at least. The $10 would be better. 500 people at $10 a month. $5,000 minus eBay or YouTube fees would still be 4,200 or 3,800, somewhere in there. And then taxes. Taxes, hate taxes. So there you go. That's what we're doing. That's what we're working on. Just want to keep you updated what's going on the channel. Also, we're going to do a vlog one of these days where I'm going to point the camera at my ugly mug and we'll talk in a live stream. We're going to do a Q&A. So, look out for that too. Yep. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. All the other stuff. Everybody have a great night. And like I say, as always, have a good one.